Thanaton, I believe we spoke once before. I hope you've settled into your new role. Your brief career has been of great interest to me, and with Darth Zash dead, if you will be taking up Zash's work, we have much to discuss. Meet me at the tomb of Darth Andru, outside Kaas City.
This doesn't sound promising.
Forgive me, I lack Zash's natural charm. Trust me when I say, I look forward to meeting you.
Something about that Thanaton guy rubs me wrong.
Your pirate friend has good instincts. Thanaton had me confined to Brahman Kaas when we killed Scotia, and he'd have done worse if he'd had proof. He's not to be trifled with. Be careful.
This would never have happened on my watch. Ah, my lord. It's good to see that the Sith haven't let things slide. Not like the rest of this circus of an empire. First, it's slave rebellions in the jungle. Then this. We wouldn't have allowed these kinds of things 30 years ago.
What's the problem, officer?
I was sent to this construction site to investigate unusual behavior among the droids. I wasn't here long when one of the units attacked me. I barely escaped with my life. But worse than that, I found this transmitter on the droid.
What's so bad about finding a transmitter?
These are not Imperial-issued transmitters. They're being used to control the droids and receive data from them in return. I warned my superiors what would happen if they continued to be lax about this planet's security. Someone, an independent interest, a rogue Sith Lord, is using these droids to broadcast Kaas City's schematics to an off-planet location.
When I find whoever is behind this, they will learn what becomes of those who cross the Sith.
I hope you do. But with all respect, I think it's important that we stop the outgoing flow of information first. We need to get those transmitters. If we can remove enough of them from the droids, it'll make the data they're sending unintelligible. The sooner we get those transmitters out, the better. This information can't end up in the hands of our enemies. Already? And you have the transmitters?
Just take them already.
Well, what do you know? And here I was starting to think efficiency had gone out of style. I owe you thanks. If you'll give me a moment, I'll upload the data to High Command and we'll see what's what. This is worse than I ever would have imagined. Lord Grathan's behind this. He has to be.
A clever one, Lord Grathan. Poking at the Dark Council without ever causing them to raise their fist.
He's covered his tracks well. We won't be able to prove it, but Lord Grathan has been sending security codes and planetary readouts off-world. Everything an invading army would need. Major Shellister is already en route to the probable invasion site with every soldier he can find. They'll meet you just across the bridge. Hurry.
Over the last 3 days, a series of transmissions left Drummond Kaas and were received by ships orbiting a nearby asteroid. These transmissions contained safe landing coordinates for the planet's surface and security codes to bypass the orbital defenses.
I've already heard most of this from Captain Eisen. The question is, who's behind the invasion?
Of course. I just wanted to be thorough. Several hours ago, small shuttles built to avoid sensor detection began to land and deliver troops to the planet's surface. These troops are brutal alien mercenaries of the exiled Lord Titonus. Students of Sith politics will remember she was the rebel who declared her own kingdom on Begarin.
I thought that Captain Eisen said Grathan was behind this.
It may be that Lord Grathan gave her the information, but it's not his army landing. Lord Titonus has judged her timing perfectly. With so many of our forces off-planet, it is possible she could take Kaas City if she lands her entire mercenary army. We must stop her shuttles from landing and beat back her forces. I've thrown every resource I have down there already. Now it's up to you.
You sense it, my lord? Something out there? I wish it were in my head, but I know it's real. Please excuse me. It's these long nights, excavating relics near the Dark Temple. I'm Major Swain Lothar, Imperial Reclamation Service. My team uncovered several significant artifacts at a nearby dig. That's when things started going wrong.
I'm dying of suspense, really.
I'm sorry, it's just that I can hardly make sense of it myself. First, it was strange noises from the temple, then figures lurking nearby. My team didn't like it, but I told them to push on. Now they're days overdue, and I owe a report to Lord Duan. But I can't go out there. I need someone to find them. Make sure the artifacts make it.
Those artifacts will be with the Empire soon.
Thank you. I was just about to write the whole dig off as a loss. My team's still in those caves. Whatever's happened, please bring those relics to Lord Duan. He's overseeing a small camp by the Dark Temple.
I've only a moment to rest. Those things from the Dark Temple are attacking again. Jez thinks they're drawn to the artifacts. I bet he's right. They went berserk the second we packed everything up to leave. It's time to make a stand. If those crazies want our relics, they'll have to kill us first.
The Shellister. Captain Eisen asked me to come by. He was under the impression we were being invaded.
Captain Eisen was right. Paranoia paid off.
Thank you for meeting me here. Respect for his superiors is the mark of a good Sith. Of course, Zash would have did disagree with me passionately on that point, but then Zash never respected tradition.
It's wise to respect your superiors, at least until you're powerful enough to kill them.
Wise answer. You are not like your master. Tradition, principles, history, the threads that compose our society. Zash refused to acknowledge how one little tug could ruin the whole tapestry. Your work was sloppy, brazen even, but the news of her murder was sweet.
I didn't want to kill her. It was self-defense.
Nonsense. Every apprentice wants to kill their master. It's not a fault. Nevertheless, we're here to talk about you, not Zash. You have demonstrated remarkable ability. Though I am a stricter master than Zash, I think you'll find that to loyal followers of our traditions, I am not ungenerous.
So, if I agree to your every whim, you might not kill me?
Suspicion can be a form of wisdom, as long as it doesn't lead to disrespect. Now, I wish to see how you work. This tomb belonged to Darth Andru, Sith scholar and alchemist. I'm interested in his last writings, which were buried with him. Recover them for me, and we will discuss your place in my power structure.
Toothed vipers always slithering, up the walls, along the floors. Trespasser. You'll not have it. It's mine. It's the last place in the galaxy that's mine.
I just want the writings.
Never satisfied are you, my apprentice? The poison's still fresh in my body. You defile my tomb. You and your sister both. The venom may have burned away my sight, but I know you. Don't make my mistake. Strangle your children at birth.
I didn't kill you, and whoever did is dead by now. You can be at rest.
Rest? Never. I must protect what I have from vipers like you.
Still inhabited tomb of a Sith Lord, unprepared. Look around you. See the bones, the tattered robes. This is where Thanaton leads those he despises to death. You follow him blindly when you should plan to defeat him.
Did you have a scheme in mind?
Listen, flesh of my flesh. I have felt something in you since the day we met. You have a rare pull among ghosts. It's a source of great power, but it has destroyed many a Sith. It's your only chance against Thanaton.
You should have told me about this sooner.
Not even I understand what I really am. Ghosts are one of the Force's many mysteries, and even Sith should be wary of them. In my time, there were mystical movements sought to communicate with ghosts and harness their power. A Sith named Urgast was said to devour ghosts the way your Dashad devours Force users. His knowledge was buried with him near the Dark Temple. Seek this knowledge.
I don't see how this ritual will save me from Thanaton.
Thanaton wants you dead. Defeating this ghost will not only get you the writings, but also give you immense power. Don't make me remind you again that you are the last hope of our lineage. You must augment your power before you face Thanaton. I will not have the strength to defend you again.
The Geologist team is dead. Killed for the relics they uncovered. I have them now.
Interesting. The Dark Temple's presence continues to surprise and fascinate. I'll quarantine the artifacts for future study. A shame we lost the whole team. At least it wasn't a total loss. After all, we got what we came for.
Just make sure people know who helped you.
I'll tell the Reclamation Service to name a hallway after you. Whatever secrets these pieces hide, we'll find them. Thank you.
I am the servant of Urgast, Lord of the Sith, keeper of his knowledge. Who stands before me, and what do you wish to learn?
Wise keeper of secrets, I seek the ritual that can help me get past an angry ghost.
There is no defense against death. But ghosts may be bound and their strength borrowed for a time. You must pull on the tether that connects life and death. You must learn to bind both sides of the Force, life and death, in what is known as the Force Walk.
I will do my best, if you will teach me.
Know to the bones that lay around you. Not everyone is able to master the ritual of Force walking. But if you are willing, drink from the cup before me. It is poison, but it will not kill you. Good. The poison will take effect quickly. Then you may learn the ritual of the Force Walk. Now that you are unconscious, we may begin. The ritual has two parts. First is the pacification. An angry ghost cannot be tethered. The second part is the binding. A willing ghost is easier to bind, but by leaving the ghost its will, you draw less of his power. A pact may be formed to bind the ghost willingly, sealed with blood, or the ritual of binding may be performed. Good. You're a quick learner. It's been a long time since a creature of such promise has entered my tomb.
There has to be more to this than a little dreaming.
A very quick learner indeed. You might just make it out of here alive. This is the test. Bind me, and you go free. I'll walk with you a time and see the Empire once more. Fail, and I kill you. And don't bother trying to make a deal with me. I'll not go willingly. You have passed the final test. I am now your slave, and my power is yours. I am bound to your life, and you to my death. Use my strength to shield yourself against your foes.
Again, I hear your slithering. Venom-toothed viper. The only cure for madness is madness. What's happened? What did you do to me? You're not my son. Bring me that treacherous scoundrel so I can cut him open.
What does it look like I'm doing?
Yes, I recognize it now. The ritual of Force walking. I'd heard of it, but I didn't believe it existed. Do you really think you can handle my power? It doesn't matter. You won't have me. This is my last stronghold, and I won't be your slave.
I think you misheard. I wasn't asking.
You treacherous...
This ghost and of the other, you may shield yourself against Thanaton's wrath. Take this one's writings and show Thanaton what a good apprentice you've been.
Got what you wanted.
You've put me in a difficult position. When Zash disobeyed me and had Scotia killed, tradition demanded she be killed and her power base destroyed. Believe me when I say I wish that you had stayed in that tomb. It will pain me to watch you die.
I don't understand. I didn't do anything.
Your master openly defied me, and I cannot risk you following in her footsteps. May the Force welcome you with open arms. Kill him. You truly are relentless. I can see now why Zash chose you. But this has carried on long enough. Ah, you've come prepared. By now, I should have expected it of you. Unfortunately for you, I am older and wiser and studied in rituals you can't even imagine. I have business on Malachor 3. Prepare my ship and see that this one gets a respectful cremation.
Yes, my lord.
My lord, you're awake. We need to hurry out of here. If Thanaton finds out you're still alive, we're all in trouble.
Let Thanaton find me. I'll kill him.
I don't think you have the strength for that yet, my lord. Let's get back to the ship with the others. We can figure out what to do from there.
Ja de ans alfrast no job, diabulus afstop fara.
That's quite enough of you.
Ay kagay werbapa fraujins ala pataik galakai in alama.
How was I supposed to know what would happen?
Jawarp, mi pane saiso, sum raitis. In piso se waitai spila presen kretai, in pise e wanata atragata injais.
Did Tulak Horde ever switch bodies when you were with him?
Paulos ja sirbanas ja taimar paus, Occlus John, laune kai in kuda aitin. Warstwe godzai akran Byrawandans ja wanjantans in ufkunpa.
Sounds tempting, but I'm not sure I could ever trust you not to eat me.
Elion dandans atense lapto iswis dudalai lotais wahaisen. Us miselaikum.
Good day, huh? There's sometimes you just don't want to get out of bed without a couple of adrenals or a good stiff drink. And then there's times that are just all right.
I never thought of you as an optimist.
I just got a good feeling about today is all. Got a little shooting practice in. Stretched my legs. Just a good feeling.
Lord, you're back.
Thought you were gone. I could get trampled by a bantha herd and not get knocked around as bad as you.
We followed Thanaton's servants, cut them down, and pulled you out of a ditch. You didn't have a pulse at first, but then Carl noticed you were still warm. I don't know how you survived that.
I guess I should thank you then.
You are our master, my lord. Without you, we are orphans.
Your survival is the most remarkable thing I've ever witnessed. I still can't quite figure it out. It seems Thanaton's ritual was too powerful for your shield. But he didn't fully understand the bond between you and the dead. To kill you, he would have had to purge their spirits. You died, and their very presence kept you alive.
That's great, but what do we do? We can't wait for Thanaton to come back and kill us.
Zash, do you know of any powerful artifacts or rituals we could use to defeat Thanaton?
Thanaton got those secrets jealously, and he took most of my research after the incident.
We need to make it so Thanaton can't break through your shield.
Corrin's right. His servant said he looked pretty drained after he knocked you out. Just a little more power.
It's a gamble. None of us know what the cost of acquiring so much power so quickly could be.
We don't seem to have any choice.
Exactly. Better to do something than sit here and wait to be killed.
So where do we find more ghosts?
The Jedi on Taris were investigating something of that nature. I sent a man to investigate shortly before my unfortunate change. I'd have to do more research on the matter to confirm, but I suggest making contact with him.
I am most grateful.
I wish we had more to go on, but right now that's all I have.
Corrin and I will dig around too. And we'll keep an eye on Thanaton. If he makes a move, we'll let you know. Good luck, my lord.
Has your research turned up anything else on this Taris ghost?
Ni pate ufaro isandan sware kanidede akja swaluda is.
Figures the old lady isn't around when we need her.
Gininagangan gisat.
We can cope without her. What did she say about Taris?
Something about some Jedi investigating an old Sith ghost. Said she had a Sith on the planet looking into it. Helios Malus, I think. Surprised there's only one ghost. Story goes, some crazy Darth blew the whole planet to pieces while his own Sith were still on it. Not very practical, but it ain't my business. Anyway, I'd hunt out this Malus guy in the Imperial base and hope he has some answers.
To Taris, my lord? Let me clear a shuttle for you. And please, forgive the delay. The planet hasn't seen this much action since Darth Malak occupied it centuries ago. Now that the Republic's rebuilding their shattered cities, the Dark Council is determined to destroy the planet once and for all.
Do we have the Republic on the defensive yet?
I haven't seen the latest reports myself, I'm afraid. If you're ready to head to Taris, your shuttle's cleared for launch.
I'm all set.
I'll tell Imperial Command you're en route. Speak with Captain Hellid if you wish to join the fight.
Welcome to Taris, my lord. I'm Captain Hellid, Imperial Military Command. Your arrival was unexpected. The Supreme Commander of Imperial Forces on Taris has requested a word. Darth Gravis, the new arrival.
I sensed your presence. Such mastery of the Force is rare and impressive. Care to lend your lightsaber to Taris's destruction?
What's happening here?
It's simple, really. The Republic's trying to rebuild Taris. We're here to demolish it. If you desire to stand by my side and serve the Empire, swat down the Republic artillery firing on our base.
If I can spare the time.
Make the time. Wound the Republic. Seek me out when the artillery's in pieces. Then we'll discuss your role in the greater conflict.
Here's Malice. You were sent here to investigate a ghost. What did you discover?
I am a busy man. I don't have time for... Oh, my lord, I forgive me. I didn't recognize you in your new wardrobe. So grand. This is a pleasant surprise. I had heard the most unfortunate rumors.
Give me the information I've come for. Now.
Yes, the ghost, of course. Let me see. I assure you I've been working tirelessly, but it's just the Jedi have been guarding the old Jedi Enclave very tightly. That's where the ghost first appeared, you see.
Don't let it get stuck in your throat. Speak.
The ghost appears only sporadically. Not even the Jedi who guard the Enclave can make it appear. They've resorted to using a young Padawan to try and draw the ghost out through blood ties or something. Foolishness if you ask me, but I'm a man of meager understanding.
Why do the Jedi care if the ghost appears?
My understanding is the ghost doesn't need to appear to be felt, and the Jedi don't like the dark side lingering in their Enclave. It seems if the Padawan can make the ghost appear, they can cleanse it, or whatever it is Jedi do with ghosts.
I need to bind this ghost. How do I make it appear to me?
Padawans are always the weak link, young, ambitious, naive. If you could manipulate this Padawan, her name's Ashara Zavros, into assisting you, you could gain both the ghost and a new apprentice. I can't imagine an impressionable young Padawan being able to resist your particular charms, and it would save you the trouble of fighting a small army of Jedi.
I cannot twist her until I understand what tempts her.
You might visit the Jedi training grounds by the waterfall. It's abandoned now, dangerous. The data recorders there may hold certain insights into her personality. In the meantime, I will endeavor to learn what I can of her Jedi masters.
I can't do it. You know what? You want to move a rock? Get a quarry droid.
Calm down, Ashara. There is no emotion. There is peace. Try it again.
I tried already. I can't do it.
Trust in the Force, and even the oldest and sturdiest of walls may be pulled down.
Forget this. If there really are Sith on Taris, we should be fighting them, not sitting here daydreaming.
Patience, Ashara. One must empty oneself of emotion and find the peace with which to act in the Force. Now, try again.
The Jedi Code states, there is no passion, there is serenity. Can anyone explain what this means? Ashara.
It means the Jedi must be prepared to think calmly, even in intense situations. Passion is a tool of the dark side. There is no emotion. There is peace. It also means Jedi should temper their intuition with wisdom. There is no ignorance. There is knowledge.
Very good, Ashara. So you see, this line of the code ties earlier elements of the code together. Ashara, relent. That's an order.
But I was winning.
You must learn restraint. Varric is clearly not your equal. There was no reason to press the attack.
We're training for war. The Sith won't surrender. We have to drive them back with everything we've got.
These are not Sith. They are fellow Padawans.
You show great potential, Ashara, but you must temper your fervor for the light with patience.
Varric, Eli, and Cassius will be in the assault group. The rest of you will be support. Any questions? Then take your positions.
Master Ryan, I think you put me in the wrong group.
You are in the support group, Ashara. You will provide backup to the assault team.
That's what I mean. I should be on the assault team. Varric can barely hold a lightsaber.
Learning to support your fellow Jedi is an important skill. Varric lacks your confidence, and so requires your compassion and encouragement.
But Master Ryan...
Enough, Ashara. You have received your instructions. Join the others if you wish to complete your trial.
Found the databanks. Our Padawan has a bit of a pride problem. She is a less than perfect Jedi candidate.
Most excellent. In my experience, pride and insecurity go hand in hand. My lord, you went searching for crumbs and discovered a feast.
I still don't know how I'm going to get her to take me to the ghost.
My lord, if you wish my unworthy opinion, I would suggest preying on the girl's insecurities. Make her believe you're her only hope in this harsh, cruel galaxy. Of course, you'll still need a way to flush her out of hiding and make the threat seem credible.
Do you have any men you could send to attack her? I could fight them off and win her affection.
Zash sent me alone, I'm afraid, but that's an excellent thought. Rumor has it Lord Anathemos of the Assassin's Pyramid is here in search of a particular holocron. Now what I'm thinking is, and it may be crazy, you can use that holocron to reach an agreement with Lord Anathemos for the use of his assassins.
If Lord Anathemos can be bought, I'll buy him.
The abandoned outpost is in a nearby region. I'll transfer the location, but be warned, it's swarming with rat ghouls and other monstrosities.
Public artillery is in pieces, Darth Gravis.
I hope you enjoyed yourself. The Republic infestation is slowly rebuilding Taris. Left untreated, we'll be faced with a military staging point and symbol of Republic fortitude.
I'm back, Master. I slaughtered every one of them, then crushed their artillery.
A fascinating story. Unfortunately, the true destroyer of the artillery stands before you. Thanavesh, meet the latest addition to my circle.
Hunt in my territory again, and you're dead.
Rage really brings out your beauty.
I'm immune to your sickening charms.
Save your anger, Thana. We must focus our power to bring down the Republic's military leader, Com Order. He commands a battalion set to drive us off Taris.
Crack the foundation of Order's attack. It's the best way to stop him.
No time for that. I'll attack the Republic weakling and end this standoff.
No, Thana. Order is too strong. Stripping him of his battle resources is just the path to take. Republic troops are in short supply this far from the base, so Order's been arming Cathar settlers to attack us. The Cathar beasts are vicious enough without Republic weapons. They must be neutralized.
There's no need to kill everyone. Destroying the Cathar's gun stores will render them harmless.
If you're not up for the bloodbath, leave it to me.
No, Thana. Your failure with the artillery has earned you a secondary assignment.
As you wish, Master.
Remove this Cathar threat. Then we'll be one step closer to Order's defeat.
Cathar won't bother you anymore. I wiped out their weapons.
I hope they don't perceive your distaste for bloodshed as Imperial weakness. If only Thana were here to observe your swift victory.
I'm back, and I brought a friend. He's one of Order's guards. I had some fun with him. Wasn't until I killed his buddies that he finally talked.
Pain twists the truth. He'd say anything to avoid your torment.
Your weak stomach will get you nowhere on Taris. Go on, officer. Spill your story. And no whimpering this time.
Commander Orda. He's got walkers hidden near his base. They'll ambush anyone who attacks. That's all I know. Please release me. Okay. The walkers can't be detected by probes. Only Order's top operatives have the coordinates, and they're encoded.
Is this the best you can find, Thana? A lowly officer with second-hand information?
He's all we need, Master. I'll attack Order's base myself and rip those walkers apart.
You're only going to get yourself killed.
Don't underestimate my power.
Don't overestimate it either, Thana. If you hope to face Order, we must cripple his walkers first. We'll find them by slaying his operatives for their coordinate codes. His men have gunned down many Imperials, so don't hold back. With the coordinates, our bomber squadrons will decimate the walkers.
I can't wait to feel the aftershocks.
Thank you. Such a mission demands only the best. Thana, wait here and train for our assault against Order.
No! I've wasted enough time enslaved to you, Gravis. Enjoy your new pet.
And my apprentice breaks her leash. Thana's strength with the Force is magnificent, but she's only focused when prodded into a rage. And I see she's abandoned her poor friend. We'll have to dispose of him.
Wait! Please don't hurt me! I told you everything I know.
Trade him to the Republic for their captives. In the meantime, don't rough him up.
A fine idea. He'll make a good bargaining chip. Kill the operatives, then hand their coordinates over to Major Nost, the head of Imperial Bomber Command. He's already stationed at our outpost. I look forward to hearing of the Walker's destruction.
Take a look at this, my lord. Those rat ghouls have been busy. This is the 9th corpse I've found today. Another one of ours, though you could hardly tell by looking. Rat ghouls are notoriously messy eaters. Ah, but where are my own manners? I'm Ethan Vok. I researched the rat ghouls' hunting patterns and social behaviors.
Are you saying rat ghouls can communicate?
Admittedly, their interactions are primitive, confusing, even violent. But you can find a message in all the blood-spattered chaos. This mess is the work of a mutant strain of rat ghouls I've been studying. I've dubbed them Berserker rat ghouls for obvious reasons. They've been on the rampage for days now, even destroyed my camp. I only escaped because they were too busy disemboweling my guards to give chase.
Why were you interested in these rat ghouls?
They've developed an immunity to the local toxins. Also, their mutations have made them even more savage than their brethren. These berserkers are unfathomably aggressive. They'll attack Imperial convoys, tear entire squads to pieces, or worse, infect them. Each massacre heightens their bloodlust and swells their numbers. We need to exterminate them before they're too many to contain. Our troops lack the nerve to fight the rat ghouls. One severed head and they all panic. This requires a powerful Sith, like you, my lord.
These berserkers will get a lesson in violence and mayhem.
Excellent. Their lair isn't far. Head down there and kill the lot of them. If it's no trouble, I'd also like to observe your tactics against the rat ghouls. This monitoring device will analyze your well enough, and that data could teach our troops how to effectively counter the beasts. It appears the rat ghoul onslaught has finally been suppressed. Imperial operations are already reclaiming lost territory. And I see you collected the data I requested. Splendid. I only hope our troops can learn to fight the rat ghouls as effectively as you.
Just doing my good deed for the decade.
I pity the berserkers didn't direct their animosity towards the Republic instead. Their mindless savagery, properly guided, could have proven useful. Perhaps now I can continue my studies in peace. Of course, I'll need to find new subjects.
Found the holocron.
Excellent, my lord. Lord Anathemos can be found at the Empire's current outpost in that region. I suggest you speak with him right away. And I'm pleased to say that I found the perfect place for you to lure your Padawan to. An area of swamp near enough to Republic territory that she'll feel secure, yet remote enough that she'll be truly at your mercy.
I am most grateful.
Have Lord Anathemos' assassins drive the girl to this spot, and then secure yourself a holo communicator from a nearby Republic soldier. Once the trap is sprung, you can call on a Republic frequency and offer help. Good luck.
Anathemas, I understand you were looking for this holocron.
That holocron. Where did you get it? Give it to me. No, wait. This must be a trap. I'm not fooled.
I'll give you this holocron in exchange for the use of your assassins.
You think you can buy my assassin's services with a holocron? It seems plausible enough. I wonder, what do you need them for?
I need the help of a Padawan to get into the Jedi Enclave. I want you to scare her.
Simple enough. My assassins will be glad to... Wait. Why would a powerful Sith Lord like yourself hire assassins to kill a mere Padawan? Do you think I'm an idiot? I will not be taken for an idiot.
Stop acting like one. This is no trap. Listen closely.
This better be good. I see. So my assassins flush this Padawan out, and then you play the hero. You'll be using some manner of mind trick, I trust. So be it. Now, give me the holocron.
Lord, we've ambushed the target and are driving her toward the location you specified.
Ashara Zavros, I heard about the ambush. Meet me in the swamps near your position. I can protect you.
What? Who are you? How do I know this isn't another trap?
If I wanted you dead, I'd just wait for the assassins to catch you and kill you.
Maybe I should be worried about who it is that wants me alive so badly. Alright, I'll come that way. But if this is a trap, don't think I'll go down without a fight. Sith! I should have known this was some kind of trap. You don't really intend to protect me against your own people.
Normally I wouldn't. But I need you alive.
That certainly fills me with hope and confidence.
With all respect, my lord, we have orders to see this girl dead. Please don't make a fuss.
This is not the Padawan you're looking for.
This is not the Padawan we're looking for. I'm sorry for the mistake, my lord. Come, men. Let's go.
Is that it? I mean, I guess I was expecting more blood. I don't understand. Why did you go through all this trouble to save me?
You know how to raise the ghost in the Jedi Enclave.
The ghost? No. No Sith can enter the Jedi Enclave. What do you want with him, anyway?
There are Sith who want that ghost, but I think I can drive him away.
Even the Masters haven't figured out how to drive the ghost away.
I know an ancient technique used to pacify ghosts. It requires great sacrifice. I don't know if the ritual will succeed, but I must try.
The Masters have guarded the Enclave with good reason, I think.
Let them see when you summon the ghost. I promise, no harm will come to them.
They would easily overpower you if you tried anything. We have a deal. I will go prepare the Enclave and inform the Masters. There he is, the Sith who wants the ghost.
You were right to tell us, Ashara. The Jedi Enclave is no place for Sith, and this one gives me an uneasy feeling.
Blame it on my misspent youth.
This is not a flippant matter. I won't have dark side rituals performed in this Enclave.
You killed them! You killed the Masters!
I'm sorry, but they gave me no choice. They attacked me.
Master Ryan! Master Osera, what have I done? What have I done?
I understand you're upset, but we have a ghost to deal with.
You're right. There is no emotion. There's peace. I guess there's nothing left to do now but summon the ghost.
Child, I thought I told you never to summon me again!
Excellent. Truly remarkable. My lord, you are utterly clever and resourceful. Thank you so much for clearing out the Jedi for us.
If this is what I think it is, know that I don't take kindly to betrayal.
I'm sorry it had to end this way, but you were dead, and Darth Thanaton made a better offer. He's made me a lord. Unfortunately, he's also asked that you be executed. My regrets.
What's this bloodshed in my grave? I warned you not to summon me again. I warned you to leave me in peace. To keep your Jedi away from my grave.
Please, I'm sorry. This Sith needed to speak with you.
Your apology is worthless. You must die.
I won't let that happen.
What is happening? What are you... Strange. How long has it been since I felt at peace? Centuries, at least. What do you want that you went through all this effort to speak to me?
I need your strength.
Ha! You don't have the ability to overwhelm me.
What did you just do?
The only way I could think to free the Enclave was to bind the ghost to myself.
What happens now?
Embrace the dark side. Come with me.
I suppose after all this, that's the only path open to me. Masters, forgive me.
Wardahi wistai rojans.
Hey, the thrill of the hunt, the heat of the battle. So, have the Sith finally decided to partake in the slaughter? There's serious killing to be done out there.
The Sith are neither reckless butchers nor common thugs. Remember that.
Of course. But surely even a Sith can appreciate a good fight when it comes along. The Empire wants the Cathar wiped out. Trouble is, those furry critters have been bartering with the Nikto, trading land for protection. The Nikto are brutal. Cunning fighters, all of them. But the best of them are a cut above. The Nikto's Morgokai warriors are among the deadliest in the galaxy. They train to kill Force users, and can take a normal man down as easy as breathing.
If these Morgokai are so powerful, why aren't they more well known?
Aren't that many. Or it could be because people haven't faced them and lived. Imps have grown tired of licking their wounds, hired us to deal with the Nikto. I'm sure even a Sith's power would be put to the test against the Morgokai. Interested in joining us?
The Morgokai will come to fear the Sith.
That's the spirit. The Imperials are offering a reward for every Nikto killed, plus a hefty bonus for bringing in the Morgokai's Cortosis staffs. You make it back alive, I'll see you're paid for your kills.
Oh! My lord, have I got a scheme for you? It's brilliant, spectaceous, a surefire way to hit the Republic right where it hurts. They're wounded.
Did you just make up a word?
Possibly. I do that. Our intel suggests the Republic is planning to renovate the old hospital. Most of the medical equipment is still intact, including the Kolto tanks. I say we contaminate those vats, slip a little something extra inside. Care to guess what that something might be?
I'm guessing the Rakghoul virus?
Bullseye! the Republic will have a full-blown infestation on their hands. So, what do you think?
Not a bad idea.
I thank you. I thank you. Now, the old hospital has been abandoned for years, so there's no telling what's inside. Be careful. Here's the virus. I'd recommend putting the vial someplace safe.
Trap is set. The Republic Kolto tanks are swimming with the Rakghoul virus.
Yes! Once the hospital opens its doors, they'll be in a world of trouble. By the time they realize the Kolto is contaminated, it'll be too late. Ah, I do love a good ploy. Good work.
It's already out. The jungle is apparently littered with the bodies of slain Nikto. Mogakai training didn't prepare them for the likes of you.
The Mogakai lived up to their reputation.
Wish I could have seen it. I contacted the Imperials for your payment as soon as I heard about your killing spree. Here, you've earned this.
They are close. They hide in the shadows. Can't you feel their foul presence? Like bile choking your throat.
Where do you get all this free time?
I can't divert my attention while they still poison Taris. The Jedi lurk in the wilds, helping the scavengers rebuild and training the fools to resist us. Their volunteer militia has already spilled Imperial blood. They and their masters must learn a lesson. Ignite your lightsaber. Unleash the dark side on the scavenger soldiers, and the Jedi will seek you out. Then, destroy them.
I don't like it, but it's necessary.
The Jedi vermin brought this on themselves. Relish this moment. Serenade the Jedi with the screams of the innocent. When they emerge from hiding, leave no survivors.
My lord, please excuse the mess. I don't get many visitors in the lab. Still, I'm glad you stopped by. The Republic's efforts to clean and recolonize Taris are accelerating, but I found a way to stop them. I just need someone to release the dangerous toxins inside a crumbling mephitic ruin.
Your accent. You don't sound Imperial.
The Empire welcomed me when the Republic accused me of war crimes. But my past isn't important. Taris's past is. Before the Empire bombarded Taris, the Chemworks was a prosperous factory full of deadly chemicals. Those chemicals are still there. The Republic burned off most of the pollutants, but they missed the barrels of 357 trichloroheptane, a beautifully lethal poison.
I'm not familiar with that particular chemical.
Trichloroheptane. Among other things, it's a virulent poison that forms an acidic mist when exposed to air. It would quickly contaminate the entire area. Unfortunately, the Republic knows the Chemworks is central to Taris's reclamation. They stationed a squad of commandos there. If you can force your way in and break open the chemical containers, the resulting corrosive fog will poison the soil for a century.
Foiling the Republic is one thing. You want to ruin a planet.
It's not permanent damage, strictly speaking. Besides, the faster the Republic gives up, the fewer of us need to die. The ruins of the Chemworks are located near the Republic's outposts. Move quickly. If the Republic figures out what chemicals we're looking for, they'll destroy them first.
You found the Jedi.
I crushed my enemies underfoot.
Excellent. The Jedi will think twice before challenging the resolve of the Sith.
Of the Walker's coordinates. Darth Gravis wants them blown to pieces.
Gladly. Imperial Bomber Command never disappoints. My lord, I'm transmitting the coordinates to my bombers now. They're ready to strike Order's walkers at your command.
Excellent. Hit them now, Major. Pardon me, Lord Gravis. It's your apprentice. She's taken Imperial forces, launched her own attack against Commander Order. Thank you, Captain. We'll deal with her. Thana's volatility is both a strength and a weakness. She'll destroy much, but she can't defeat Order alone.
I hope he gives us some bruises for me.
Every punishment she suffers will only increase her fury and her strength. You'll find Order's base in an old purification facility. Tear down his defenses and find my rogue apprentice.
Only together can you slaughter the Republic's leader.
Order's offensive will soon come to an end.
This will be a historic victory for the Empire. End Order's life. And I'll add a special prize if you kill more soldiers than my wayward apprentice.
What are you doing here? Order's mine.
You Sith are all alike. Quick to anger, and quick to fall. The Republic will not fail here. Taris will rise again.
This planet's destined to be a monument of Republic failure.
Confident words for someone clearly outnumbered. For the Republic! Can't destroy Taris. The Republic's too strong.
Oh, my head. Cheap trick, Order. If you don't kill him, I will.
Order's my prisoner. We'll drill him for intel on the Republic's defenses.
You won't get a word out of me.
Master Gravis will be displeased with your mercy.
A Sith does what a Sith wants.
Aren't you the independent spirit? Come on, Order. Interrogation awaits. We're going to have a fun trip.
As finished. I defeated him, then had Thana bring him in for questioning.
He'd better prove useful. Thana contacted me after your skirmish. She was eager to report the details of her bloodbath. But despite her best efforts, you've killed more Republic soldiers. Such carnage deserves recognition.
It was a pleasure.
A good weapon and fresh Republic prey. The only ingredients for fun you'll ever need on Taris. With Order dispatched, I can finally focus the Empire's might on demolishing this wretched planet. The Republic's making a stand in the old sewer system. We must crush their pathetic operation to proceed. To Melkor Din at our outpost. Help him slay the sewer's mutated denizens and drive out the Republic. And watch out for Thana. I doubt she'll welcome seeing you.
My dear. Don't lie. Tell me about the rat ghouls.
I'm just a xenozoologist. I've told you everything. Ah!
Forgive me, my lord. I get so wrapped up in my interrogations, I lose my head. I'm Melkor Din, Chief Interrogator. Lord Gravis told me you'd come to stop the Republic and our rat ghoul threat.
Depends on what you want me to do.
We need to destroy the sewers and drive the Republic out. Unfortunately, this is rat ghoul territory. Those vicious mutants swarm the sewers, tearing apart everything and anyone that gets in their way.
Serves you right. Sith created the Rackles to begin with.
Mola's tongue is too free. But she's correct. An ancient Sith engineered the plague to turn humans into rat ghouls, then unleashed it on Taris. The disease survived the planet's destruction. Now rat ghouls run rampant, and the Republic's herding them against us.
There must be some way to turn the rat ghouls against the Republic.
That's what we've been working on. Mola's been kind enough to tell us about a reactor the Republic's decommissioning. She claims they direct the rat ghouls by releasing trace amounts of toxic waste from the reactor core. This sends the enraged beasts running for safety, right into Imperial territory.
It's true.
I saw their aversion to reactor leakage when I studied Rakghoul migration patterns. Exposure produced adverse effects.
How do we drive them off?
I wouldn't want to suppose before carrying out the proper tests.
This isn't academic research. Take your best guess, or it will be your last.
During the studies we performed, radiator leakage drove them mad. Poison the Rakghouls, and they'll turn on everyone. You, us, each other.
Perfect. We blow up the chemical stashes, poison the lot. The Rakghouls will be too busy feasting on Republic flesh to run our way.
It's time the Republic faces Taris's monsters.
These colonists. It's sickening, my lord. I'm Dr. Corvus, with Alien Control. I'm here to solve the Cathar problem.
What is it you do, Dr.
Corvus? I analyze hostile species, then I break them. The Cathar's strength lies in their spirit. 9 times out of 10, they'll fight to their dying breath. So I've developed a serum that dampens the Cathar's inherent aggression. Less fight, more flight.
Could this serum be used on other species?
Sadly, no. Even the Bothans, for all their biological similarities, only develop a small rash when exposed to the formula. As of 26 minutes ago, my serum is approved and ready for a trial demonstration. The sight of their strongest warriors reduced to mewling runts ought to demoralize the Cathar nicely. Care to do the honors?
What exactly does this entail?
I've prepared several special darts. The serum will kick in moments after it enters the Cathar's bloodstream. After that, I'd recommend waiting until they're good and pathetic before you finish them off. For effect.
Lord, you must stop them! They are about to destroy my precious children!
Once more, please.
My children! My beautiful Rakghouls, the children of all Sith. Those marvelous, precious creatures. The Sith created them, and Darth Malak gave them this beautiful kingdom in which to multiply and grow strong. But now, the Republic is trying to steal Taris from them and destroy them. We must protect them.
People call me crazy, but I don't even like Rakghouls that much.
But you must protect them. The cruel Dr. Vernon leads the Republic's experiments to eliminate the Rakghouls, destroy his equipment, wipe out his research, kill him.
Bureaucracy. Why is it just when stuff starts getting done, it always comes down to bureaucracy?
In my experience, leadership structures like nothing better than to get in the way.
They like giving orders, that's for sure. I've spent the last 3 months cleaning every bit of worthless Republic-supporting pirate scum off this planet. I've got one group left, led by Mad Rago Tollin, and Major Ofaria calls the mission off. Says to pack up my blaster and come home.
Why would the Empire call the mission off?
Major says it's too dangerous. Too many pirates. Not worth the risk. Risk my eye. Hey. Major says the mission's too dangerous for me, okay? Nothing says I can't ask someone to take out these pirates for me.
Did you have a scheme in mind?
I'm thinking you go in there, kill as many of those pirates as you can, and report back to my commanding officer. Major Ofaria doesn't need to know about my involvement, and what she doesn't know won't hurt her.
Children are safe. Thank you. It is only a matter of time before Taris is theirs, and theirs alone.
The serum worked well. The Cathar were crippled.
Good. Good. No doubt word of their champion's cowardice has reached the Cathar by now. Those felines are nothing without their pride. You've dealt them a heavy blow today. Well done.
Go to the sewers and chemicals. The Rakghouls didn't look happy.
Hear that, Mola? The Rakghouls will mangle your beloved Republic, and the reactor waste will soak the ground, making your cleanup impossible. Lord Gravis was right about you. The sewers will soon cease to be a threat.
Silence your praise, Melkor. This planet's covered in Sith, all twice as powerful as your friend here.
Come to bask in my power again?
I'd as soon bury you as look at you.
That's enough! Thana, I trust you've come to do more than spark a fight.
Watch your tone. I'm not on Darth Gravis's leash anymore. While you poisoned the sewers, I was busy slaughtering Rakghouls. One of them hit back without touching me. It was using the Force.
Only Sith deserve to wield the Force, not abominations.
If this is true, they pose a serious threat. Mola, I suggest you start talking.
They're called neck ghouls. They're sentient, proficient with the Force. A whole colony of them lives in the rundown reactor.
You know the penalty for lying, Mola.
It's true. Master Sulan's with the neck ghouls now, teaching them the ways of the light side.
Sulan. I know the name. Idealistic Jedi? Powerful? But foolish. If he raises these neck ghouls against us, we could have trouble.
I suppose I can give it a look.
We cannot risk ignoring Sulan. Go to the reactor Mola mentioned. See if you can find the Jedi. And kill his stinking neck ghouls.
This job requires true mastery of the dark side. Leave it to me. First one to overload the reactor core gets to watch the neck ghouls fry.
Don't Thana have all the fun?
Hear that? It's the sweet sound of your death. I alerted Republic security to your location. Consider it a fun challenge between friends.
I thought we were closer than that.
Save your charms for Republic security. Knew I should have sent more droids your way.
Back, my students. Remember your teachings. I sense much anger in you, Sith. But it's not too late. I can help you overcome the Empire's torments.
Your kind once tried to wipe out the Sith. You'll do the same again.
I seek to banish the dark side, not kill those who practice it. Like you, these neck ghouls were confused, angry, destructive. Now I heal them with the Force, and guide them towards the light side.
School's out, Jedi. Your pupils are done for.
I can't let you interrupt their education. Come, my students. Show them what you've learned. Such strength. You could have served the galaxy brilliantly.
What are you waiting for? Overload the reactor. Let's toast this place and kill these freaks.
Look at yourselves. Weak lapdogs to a pathetic Jedi. Follow his teachings and you'll die like him. But if you want to gain the kind of power I hold, embrace the darkness inside you.
Sulan, you promised us prosperity, but your republic is weak.
No! Don't let your anger erase everything you've learned. You still have a future on Taris.
But not with you.
Why did you let them go? We could have made the neck ghouls extinct.
I don't owe you any explanations.
If I were you, I wouldn't want to talk about my cowardice either. Taris calls out for more destruction, and I'm answering. Keep your distance or I'll carve my name into your hide.
Lan's dead. The neck ghouls will serve us now.
Darth Grievous will be pleased to hear you saved the Sith's lost creations. Without their neck ghoul pets, the Republic is weak and defenseless.
Darth Grievous must have another assignment for me.
Of course. Taris will always require your talents. General Farvin's leading our battle against the best of the Cathar settlers. They've dug in near the wreckage of a crashed Republic cruiser, the Endar Spire. Help General Farvin against the Cathar, crush them, and we can finally strike at the Republic's base.
Please, General, just let me do my job. I'll get my team and we'll secure that site.
Your job? You're a scout, Jennings. Had you done your job, we would have known about that Enclave before the Jedi overran it. As much as I enjoy a good suicide mission, why don't we leave the rough stuff to a Sith?
You're not expecting anyone to come back from this one?
If I can't find someone worthwhile to handle this, then no, not really. You'll forgive my skepticism. It's been a long campaign.
Our scouts spotted a group of Jedi Knights excavating the ruins of their old Enclave. Given their numbers, we think they're after something big.
Those ruins hold bygone artifacts, ancient texts, holocrons, planetary records.
The very things we don't want the Jedi to find. Lord Gravis's orders are clear. Kill the Jedi and recover their findings. Easier said than done.
What can you tell me about the Jedi Enclave?
It's old. That much we do know. Given the correlation between old and important, I imagine this is quite the find for the Republic. Unfortunately, my troops are busy fighting the Cathar. I scarcely have an angry thought to spare for the Jedi, let alone a battalion. The artifacts buried in those ruins could revitalize the Jedi's presence on Taris, or embolden them to build a new Enclave. I need you to sack that Enclave. I know Lord Gravis would be pleased to hear of your cooperation.
Earning a Sith Lord's esteem has its perks. I'll do it.
Excellent. I'm in your debt.
Expect a tough fight. These Jedi are soldiers as much as researchers. They're brilliant, well-trained, and they'll protect those ruins to their dying breath.
Just kill the lot of them and recover their findings. Lord Gravis doesn't want a single Jedi to survive.
You could join our fight. I'm General Farvin. Darth Gravis spoke highly of you, my lord. Perhaps you can show these Mandalorians how the Sith win a fight. We brought them here to help slay the Cathar, wipe the Republic off Taris. But the Mandalorians are sloppy. No respect for a clean victory. To rout the Cathar, we need good old-fashioned Imperial might, and you, of course.
Fill me in on the situation.
We've hit a wall. Our mission was to scorch this entire district. Now the Republic's allies are fighting back. Cathar settlements cover this part of Taris. They're defending their homes under the leadership of a feral warrior. His name's Bashoon. Some call him ferocious, brutal, terrifying. I say he's a dirty alien who needs to be put down.
I suppose you have this all figured out, though, right?
I had an attack plotted. Everything was set. But that Cathar was ready for us. Bashoon escaped our assassination attempts. Now he's deeply entrenched with state-of-the-art weaponry. Gifts from the Republic.
I've got a gift of my own. Killed another 10 of the Cathar's best. Few more and I can make a coat. What did I say about following me? Clear off or I'll pluck that lightsaber from your dead body.
Your potential is enticing, Thana. There's much I can teach you.
I've heard that line before. The Sith who tried it are dead.
Stop. Take your anger out on Bashoon. But first, we must pull down his defenses. Republic munitions are stockpiled at his camps, defended by the Cathar's best warriors. Republic combat droids, too. Without those weapons, the Cathar and Bashoon are vulnerable. We need to take them out now.
Bashoon will soon be weaponless.
This mission's too important to let you mess it up. I'm going as well. Let us see who can exterminate more of Bashoon's best warriors. I'll bet my pay that you lose.
There's no doubt who's the better Sith, my lord. Devastate the Cathar's weapons, put Thana in her place.
Look out the Cathar's weaponry. They're defenseless.
Don't try taking all the credit. I smashed more than my share of munitions.
Excellent work, both of you. I'm surprised, Thana. You didn't kill enough Cathar to win your own challenge.
Impossible! I cut down every beast I saw.
My compensation. Now.
Fine. Take this.
Drop the attitude. We have to hit Bashoon now, before the Republic rearms the Cathar.
Just tell me where their leader's hiding.
Bashoon's protected by heavy security. Installed after our failed assassination attempt. Lost my top commanders that day. Now he's entrenched in a Republic base, building his defense. Only the Empire's best can take him down.
I'm the best there is. Leave Bashoon's death to me.
Our combined power will wipe the Cathar off Taris.
Wise call, my lord. I suggest you take the lead. Thana, provide backup.
Not a chance. I'll slay this Cathar before you step inside his base.
She's beyond my control. See that Bashoon's killed and don't let Thana compromise the mission.
Empire's trying to drive us from Taris, from our homes. Soon they'll learn that Cathar never back down.
Keep talking, Bashoon. When I get out of here, I'll stomp out your entire species.
The Empire sent this Sith to kill me. But she failed. Proof that none can defeat the mighty Cathar.
I was afraid I'd never see you again.
What are you talking about? Just get me out of here.
The only way you're leaving is in Republic custody. You know, Cathar aren't the only settlers on Taris. The Nikto have joined us, along with their Morgukai warriors. We're all refugees, fleeing the Empire's cruelty. And I promise you, my Cathar, we won't be uprooted again.
Nice speech. Uplifting, really. But they'll be disappointed when I kill you.
Don't be so sure. I have the Morgukai and the Republic on my side. Watch closely, fellow Cathar. Witness our enemy's downfall. Not over. Keep fighting.
Use your last breath to save your followers. Make them leave Taris, or we'll kill them all.
I suppose there must be another planet they can call home. Fellow settlers, the Empire's won. Lay down your weapons. Leave Taris while you still can. I'm sorry I failed you.
They'd better run fast. I'll kill every straggler I find. Now, why don't you come over here? Let me out. I'm sure there's some way I can make it up to you.
You've been caged too long.
Much better. Blasted Morgukai jumped me when I had Bashoon pinned down.
I can think of a few ways you can repay me.
I don't owe you anything. Now, there's Republic blood to spill. I'd tell you to back off, but you'll just follow me anyway. See you on the battlefield.
Intercepted Bashoon's final transmission. Magnificent work. I've never seen such a strong warrior broken so fast. The Cathar listen to him. They're fleeing Taris.
The less Republic minions on this planet, the better.
And now, with the Cathar weakened, the way's open for our final offensive. Lord Gravis expects you to lead our final attack. Regretfully, I can't join you. My duty's here, wiping out any resisting Cathar. Head to the Republic outskirts, meet Lord Chathan. When flames and evac shuttles choke the skies, I'll know you've crushed the Republic base.
Then at your service. I was relieved to hear you'll be leading our assault. If your command of the Force is any indication, this will be a proud day for all Sith. Darth Gravis, your friend has arrived.
You've performed well. Taris is scarred. The Republic support weakened. I trust you're ready to deliver the killing blow.
The Republic won't survive another day on Taris.
Such conviction will prove necessary in the fight ahead. Centuries ago, Darth Malak began the destruction of Taris. We're about to complete his work. We will crush the Republic reconstruction and the Jedi responsible. Thanks to you, they're cornered in their base. Their final sanctuary on Taris.
And soon to be their tomb. Don't worry, Gravis. I'll tear down their base, then soak Taris with Republic blood.
I was hoping you'd grace us with your presence.
Come closer and I'll grace you with my lightsaber.
Thana, I knew you'd come running at the first scent of blood. Unfortunately, the base's approach is infested with Republic forces. They're blocking our army's advance.
Rain bombs on their heads.
They're shielded. Only close combat will work.
Shields or not, I want them pulverized.
They'll need more than shields to escape me.
And me. I'm not passing up a good fight.
Clear the battlefield, then we'll hit the Republic base and finally drive them off Taris.
Speak softly, my lord. The Republic could be listening in on us this very moment. I'm Lieutenant Trace. I've been tracking Republic signals buzzing in and out of this base for weeks. I finally had to put a lockdown on all outgoing transmissions. My men can't even speak to their own mothers without my say-so.
Good you dealt with the problem before it got out of hand.
Still, there's no telling how much information has already been leaked. You see this? It's a Republic transmitter. One of my men, dead now, tried to plant one under my desk a few weeks ago. I traced the bug signal to a nearby Republic listening post, a communications hub of some sort. Turns out that listening post houses one of the Republic's primary satellite arrays. It's the keystone of their entire communications network on Taris.
How did they keep such an important outpost hidden for so long?
It's located on the outskirts of a rat-ghoul-infested ravine. Our patrols won't go anywhere near it. Should have known better. We have an opportunity here to end Republic snooping, leave their spies cut off and their forces running blind. Unfortunately, I don't know which of my men I can trust, so I need you to run this one. Can you destroy that listening post?
It will be amusing to watch the Republic fumble about blindly.
I couldn't agree more. Knock out the satellite array and you'll render the entire listening post inoperable. Remember though, that place is a military facility, and anyone who can survive in that wilderness will be a formidable opponent.
Can't brief Lord Gravis now. I need time. Delay him.
My lord, how? He won't be pleased.
Use that undersized brain of yours to think of something, or I'll have it out of its little shell. Dismissed. My apologies. Such esteemed company is a welcome change from the fools I deal with, and timely if you would help me with my problem.
The trials of being a Sith. All are fools by comparison. Tell me your problem.
We've learned the Republic has secured sections of the lower city hydro plant to serve their power needs. Lord Gravis ordered me to destroy their generators, but the squad I sent went missing before they even reached the objective. Useless. Meanwhile, the Republic reinforced its position. My men are simply outmatched.
I can't imagine Lord Gravis will let such failure pass unanswered.
True enough. Another failure and he will revoke my command. Fortunately, you and I have converging interests. Lord Gravis believes cutting off the Republic's power will cripple their operations enough to shift the balance of power on the planet. With your strength, you could disable those generators and strike a decisive blow against the enemy, and I would keep my lord happy. Agreed?
Saving you from your master's wrath will put you in my debt.
Very well. Go to the hydro plant. Find the functional generators and rig them to overload. I will, as you say, be in your debt. And one final request about the squad that went missing today. If you find any evidence explaining their disappearance, I would be pleased to see it.
A moment. Scanning signals. Wait for it. There. Agent Braceau at your service, my lord. I'm pleased to report that the Republic once again failed to evade my surveillance. I shattered their communication defenses and discovered their latest secret. Apparently, the Republic's converted an old estate into an armor depot.
Surely the Empire has enough firepower to level a simple armory.
That's just what protocol calls for, my lord. Per Directive 6291, Republic structures aiding Taris's restoration are subject to destruction. I initiated an airstrike, but the Republic's disrupting my equipment. We have only one alternative. Someone must infiltrate the Republic base, disable their signal jammers, and then manually call in the airstrike.
The more challenging, the better.
Knock out the Republic's jammers, then use this laser designator from high ground. The Imperial fleet will take care of the rest.
Airstrike destroyed the Republic's armor depot.
Word just reached my ear. A panicked Republic officer transmitted a distress signal warning of the lone destroyer who rained fire on their base. I'll cite your impressive... Excuse me. The Republic's discussing defensive tactics on unsecured channels, fools. Please pardon me, I can't miss a word of this.
All the Republic channels suddenly turn to static. By the time they get everything back online, we'll have already mopped up their scattered forces. Nicely done.
I really am the best.
I'll vouch for that. What a relief it'll be to have a private conversation again. I do all my best thinking aloud. I'll do a thorough check for any remaining bugs, and have the other bases do the same. We'll purge those spies yet.
Gravis, it's time.
Bear your assault. I thinned out the Republic forces.
And I killed more than my share.
Fantastic work, both of you. We must act quickly before the Republic deploys reinforcements. Lord Shathan, begin the attack.
At once, my lord.
The final battle for Taris has begun. If we are to demolish this planet, you and Thanaton must join forces.
I've been looking forward to some one-on-one time.
I'll help, Gravis, if only to prepare for the day I strike you down.
Splendid. Your mission is twofold. Blow up the Republic spaceport and eliminate the leader of their reconstruction efforts, a powerful Jedi Master named Serek.
I suppose you have this all figured out, though, right?
The energy reserve needed to rebuild a planet is highly unstable. Thana will overload it with your assistance. Once Master Serek falls, the Republic will be forced to abandon Taris. The spaceport's destruction will block their reinforcements and trap the doomed survivors here.
Darth Gravis, the attack's underway. Republic transports are in orbit, headed for their spaceport.
They're trying to flee. If we don't kill Master Serek now, he'll return with a full occupation force.
I'll remove Serek and end his pathetic reconstruction.
Be careful. That Jedi knows he's fighting for more than himself. Infiltrate the Republic base. Disable the spaceport safety measures. Then meet Thana in the lower levels. Only together can you destroy the Republic's dreams.
And
if you chance, take out the Republic's assault cannons. They're making life painful for our boys.
I had them under control.
My patience is wearing thin.
You're lucky I need you. For now. Since you finally disabled the Republic's safety measures, I can force their power grid to go critical and... What? Ugh! The spaceport's set to blow, but those blasted Jedi installed a failsafe. Let's find Serek and rip the override code from his dead hands.
The evacuees. The transports will be ready any moment now. The Republic will not lose Taris.
Taris's reconstruction dies here. With you.
Finally, the intruders show themselves.
I'm going to enjoy killing you, Serek.
Darth Gravis is amazingly predictable. This is a trap, and you walked right into it. The evacuation transports that arrived weren't empty. They brought friends, ready to defend Taris. Perhaps you're familiar with them?
You'd need an entire fleet of reinforcements to take me down.
I think we'll do just fine. This is it. Defend Taris with your lives.
Glad there aren't more of them. I was just getting warmed up. And what do we have here? Ah, Serek's failsafe code. Punch this in, and there. The power grid's overloading. So long, Republic.
I know a nice private ship where we can enjoy the sight.
Well, I suppose if there was ever a time for celebration... Wait a second. Those transports that brought Serek's backup, they're loaded with civilians. They're actually trying to open the hangar. They'll escape the explosion.
Open the hangar. They've already lost enough.
really know how to sap the joy out of a good massacre. The hangar's open, and there they go. What a waste. Anyway, this place is about to explode. Much as I'd like to see you disintegrated, I suggest you run. Or stay, see if I care.
You've outlived your usefulness, Thana. Eric's gone, and his spaceport is in flames.
Excellent. Those assault cannons hit my men hard, but they're pushing back to take the base. Darth Gravis will want to hear the details.
That I do. But first, I want to personally thank our champion. With Master Seric's death, this planet's reconstruction will crumble. The civilians who escaped will spread news of his defeat. Soon, Taris will be completely ruined. A tribute to the power of the Sith, the Empire, and you.
Glad to hear it.
Your victory will be long remembered. But there's still the matter of Thana. She hasn't returned, and I no longer feel her presence on Taris.
She served her purpose, so I disposed of her.
I suspected as much. You've proven to be the more powerful Sith. Thanks to your actions, Taris will stand as a shining testament to the Empire's supremacy. And like Darth Malak, you'll be remembered as the Sith responsible for securing this planet's destruction.
Hold a moment, please. Colonel Sarab, Commander, 75th Legion. Honor me with your time, my lord, and I will honor you in turn with a unique invitation from the incomparable Lord Vargo. Thanks to his unparalleled intellect, my master has uncovered a dangerous Republic plot unfolding as we speak. He has deemed you worthy of joining us in destroying them.
I suppose I have the time.
You fought for Darth Gravis and saw the Republic's pathetic reconstruction. It shows nothing of the tremendous resources they received. My master determined that the Republic used those resources not only for rebuilding, but to construct a secret weapon. And my master is never wrong.
A project like that must have had witnesses. And I'm very good at extracting information.
My master suggested interrogations as well, but we've yet to find anyone with useful information. Our enemies have been very careful indeed. Lord Vargo determined the focus of the Republic's efforts prior to the invasion. We were deployed to search the area. Elite enemy commandos attacked us on arrival. We will find the Republic's secret there. With your help.
Show me where they're hiding and I'll flush them out.
A speeder will take you to Legion Base Camp, where Lord Vargo directs our operations. My master will show you the beauty of his vision, and you will join our Legion in honor and victory.
I will destroy the enemies of the Empire. Vargo.
With respect, please refrain from disturbing my master. He is meditating deeply and dislikes interruptions. I'm Lieutenant Trell. Lord Vargo has authorized me to relay his instructions.
Let's get straight to the point.
Our hunt for the Republic's secret project is opposed by elite Special Forces soldiers. We must annihilate them to accomplish our goal. Our troops have encircled the region, maintaining pressure from all sides. While the enemy is thus distracted, you will strike directly at their forces and obliterate them.
That sounds like a job for the military, not me.
We are fulfilling our role in the operation as outlined by Lord Vargo. He has deemed this task suitable for more specialized talents. As you assault the enemy, you will also deploy small probes to help us pinpoint exactly where the Republic is hiding this secret weapon they've been constructing.
The Republic has to realize we're closing in. It's only a matter of time until they act.
This was my Lord's assessment as well. A rapid resolution is part of the reason he chose to invite your assistance. There is one other matter. The leader of the Republic Defenders, Major Camden. His death could only speed our progress. Camden coordinates his soldiers from a heavily fortified base. It's practically impenetrable. If you were to hijack a Republic speeder, though, you might be able to get inside.
There will be no survivors.
Be cautious. Camden is a shrewd leader with extensive cyborg enhancements. He will not fall easily. Here are the probes you'll need to deploy. My fellow soldiers can tell you best how to strike at the enemy's forces. Good luck.
Hell that. Scorched men, smouldering vegetation, and dissipating heat. Only victors get to savor that smell. Victors, and men thankful they're still breathing at all. They're out there right now, clinging desperately to the hope they'll drive us back. They have no idea how wrong they are.
Glad to hear it.
The Republic has put up a good fight since we smashed their battalion, but today, their defiance comes to an end. My men revived a Republic soldier left behind when we decimated their main force. He's generously explained how their people are signaling each other. All that remains is to assemble the small elite unit that will have the honor of the final stroke.
That doesn't seem overly complicated.
The goal is simple. The execution will not be. The enemy has short-range transmitters hidden in the region to broadcast vital alerts. We can use them to send an all-clear, then eliminate everyone who responds. We've got one opportunity to finish this. Failure will mean enduring guerrilla strikes every step we take. Your participation would make victory certain.
Let's get it done.
These are the coordinates of the transmitters. Make those curs wish they'd never been born. Luck, you eliminated the last of the guerrillas by sending those signals. Truly an honor to serve with you, my lord.
Perhaps you'll recount your ore to your grandchildren, if you survive.
It's been a privilege.
Bastard Republic ambush! That's the third convoy we've lost this week. My lord, don't take this wrong, but if someone doesn't take care of that ambush, you can just give Taris back to the Republic.
Defeating the Republic is a matter of staying 2 steps ahead and being 5 times more ruthless.
Sounds like you know what you're doing. I hate to ask for help. Goes against my pride as a soldier, but we need to get our supply convoys through that passage. If you could take out the Republic Special Forces and recover their shrapnel mines for us, I'd owe you.
Ha! Missed again, you miserable! Careful, my lord! Enemy snipers, dead ahead! You feeling brave? Here, plasma grenade. We're pinned down, but this ought to burn those rats good. Pop it in their hole and flush them out.
Lord, Colonel Valder, your loyal Imperial, veteran sportsman, and your humble servant. You haven't seen any Republic types in the area, have you? Maybe running, hiding, or otherwise fleeing?
Who are these worms you're chasing?
They're prisoners of war, or soon will be. The Vigilance destroyed a Republic cruiser not long ago. Brilliant show, but apparently escape pods jettisoned from the cruiser made it planetside. We're to bring in the survivors, alive preferably. Could always use an extra pair of eyes if you're interested.
If anyone made it out alive, I'll bring them in.
Very good. Here, you'll need these. Shock collars. Extra strength. Should keep the prisoners in line. Batteries have been charged, too. Make it a long walk back for them.
Took care of the snipers for you.
Saw the action from here. Those shooters didn't stand a chance. Thanks for the assist.
Found the Republic survivors. They put up a fight, but they're all yours now.
Excellent. I'll be sure to make them feel right at home. Capital work out there. Here's a little something for your time.
Those the shrapnel mines? Thanks. Those things were tearing us to shreds.
Just make sure people know who helped you.
You can count on it. Come on, boys. We have our opening. Don't let the Republic get comfortable again.
Ooh? Won't you spare a moment? The only thing that makes all of this slogging tolerable is the chance to rub shoulders with so many influential figures. And it's such a rare pleasure to have the attention of a dashing Sith.
I am rather dashing, aren't I?
I can just imagine you swooping in to rescue me from this dreadful place. Daddy got me this posting. An opportunity to make our mark on this historic victory, but it's been nothing but awful. High Command assigned my platoon some musty old outpost they thought was worth reclaiming. Abandoned, they said. It wasn't. Now I'm the illustrious commander of 3 half-dead survivors.
Tell me what's been done to you.
The base was crawling with those disgusting rat ghoul things. Exterminating them would be simple if we could keep the outpost's power on, but that's impossible.
What makes you say that?
Someone started the destruction sequence before the outpost fell, but it obviously never completed. Restoring power would restart the countdown, and getting to the overrides through the rat ghouls is hopeless.
Sounds fraught with danger. Count me in.
I just knew such a courageous man wouldn't leave a lady in dire straits. My briefing datapad has all the Imperial security protocols you'll need.
Me up, you reprogrammed torture droid! I've got news to report!
Your damage is considerable. Please remain still.
Sorry about my outburst, my lord. I didn't expect to see a Sith in medical. They brought me down here before I could tell anyone. One of the Republic's top special tactics squads is on Taris.
Lie still. You can report once you're healed.
With Valhoon's vultures on Taris, we may not be able to wait that long. They're the best fighters the pubs have, you ask me. My squad was following them in the swamp. Thought we had them. Instead, they led us into a minefield. Half of us were down before Valhoon started his attack. We never stood a chance.
I want everything you know about this squad.
On Alderaan, they wiped out an entire battalion and blew up our main ammo supply. They sabotaged our shipyards near Elam. I'm in no position to make a request of you, but the Empire needs someone to take them out. Killing them secures our resources and hits the Republic right in the gut. Say you'll go after them, please.
Just show me where the fun is.
We found them out by the ruined swoop tracks. I'll bet there's a camp near there. Oh, I'd love to see Valhoon himself dead if you get the chance. Good hunting.
43. Mimi continues her antisocial behavior. Rex exhibits force sensitivity and asserts his dominance over the pack. Pardon me, my lord. Sometimes I lose my head in my work. I'm Dr. Wylan, xenobiologist specializing in Rakul behavior.
What have you discovered?
The last week alone has produced incredible insight. Rakuls are pack hunters, led by alpha hunters. Socioeconomic status prior to infection has no bearing on their place in the herd. These alpha hunters are magnificent, fierce warriors. Without them, the pack is lost.
Cut down these alphas, and the monsters will bow to a new master.
A wise perspective, my lord. With the Rakul leaders dead, the next step is simple. You see, Rakuls possess incredible olfactory strength. I've engineered an alarm pheromone that piques their fury. Simply release these pheromones in the Rakul warrens, and the frenzied, leaderless beasts will sate their bloodlust on the nearby Republic outpost.
Consider it done.
Science thanks you. Remember, first assassinate the alpha leaders, then release these pheromones. That's all the encouragement the Rakuls need.
Killed the Rakul leaders and released the pheromones. The pack reacted violently, just as you expected.
I knew it. With my hypothesis validated, our relationship with Rakuls... I mustn't get ahead of myself. This requires further study. Your assistance has proven invaluable, my lord. My findings will reflect your influence.
Valhoon's dead, just like the rest of his squad. I thought you should know.
He's really dead? That's the best medicine I could ask for. I admit, I didn't think it was possible. I'm sorry I ever doubted you.
It was actually quite simple.
I'm glad the right person went after him then. He's been a thorn in the Empire's side for too long.
Sergeant, there's a Kolto tank available now.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but it sounds like I need to go. Thank you.
Outpost is operational.
Capable and good-looking. I do hope you'll look me up after all this is done. Now maybe I can return to High Command. Daddy will be so pleased to hear of our success. I'll be sure to tell everyone how splendid you were.
There comes a time when we all must reflect on our life's path.
Oh, I know. But this career is the least I can do for Daddy since I couldn't be Sith. I'd better prepare my report. I'm sure I'll be out of this dreadful place in no time. Ta-da!
Lord, the probes have returned. The data is coming through now. What is that?
It's a hangar, you twit. Just keep monitoring it and notify me if anything, even an insect, flies out. I do hope I'm not the only competent Sith on this planet. The Republic is amassing a fleet, and I need someone capable to step in.
Modesty forbids me from listing my many, many triumphs.
Your confidence nearly rivals my own.
The recent increase in carrier activity led me to suspect the Republic was stockpiling a secret hangar of sorts. As always, I was right. The hangar itself is still under construction, but the fleet they've assembled easily dwarfs our own.
Bring out the artillery and level the place.
If I had the firepower here to do so, I'd already be dancing over its charred ruins. An orbital bombardment ought to reduce that hangar to dust. But first, my fleet will need the hangar's exact coordinates. This team can plant beacons in the hangar's vicinity, and our ships will destroy the Republic's greatest secret weapon in a single rain of fire. Brilliant, my lord.
And what exactly is in it for me?
Service to the Empire should be its own reward. The Republic knows the hangar is vulnerable, so they'll be prepared. Just storm past their defenses and plant those beacons. By the time they realize what you were up to, we'll already be raining fire upon them.
My lord, good to see you. Cut down any pirates yet? Group of them thought they had me. One shoots me in the leg, then I whip out my combustion grenades and boom, crispy. Takes a lot to bring down those infected pirates, but they got nothing on me.
What do you mean, infected?
Touch of the rat ghoul plague. My team was on a mission to shut down this pirate outpost. Raise and rage. Rat ghouls got to them first. Now the pirates are slobbering crazies. Half rat, half scavenger. Killed my team before we could finish our mission, but I'm making them pay.
Your men became pirate chew toys because they were weak, Sergeant.
Understood, my lord, but we weren't equipped to fight rabid maniacs. Though apparently, I have a knack for it. Much as I love killing pirates, the mission stands. My leg's too numb to finish it, but maybe you could help. All you'd need to do is overload the power generators. Crank on enough, and you'll fry the pirates' equipment. Then nobody can call the camp home.
Let's get it done.
Make them hurt, and I'll blast some pirate scum in your honor. Just kick the pirates' generators to the highest setting. Once enough power's up, their whole infrastructure's toast.
As you said.
Ha! That'll teach those pirates to build on Taris. Unfortunately, our problems aren't over. While you were gone, I had some rat ghoul visitors. A lot of them. I blasted the racks, but there's more out there. Won't be long before they run out of pirate meals and come looking for Imperial meat.
This gets more fun by the minute.
At least you've still got the strength to tear them up. The racks hide out in their tunnels, but I have Wyland brand acoustic beacons. They make a sound that's music to rat ghoul ears. Use the beacons near their tunnels, and the rack hunters will come running. Right into your lightsaber.
I'll do everything in my power.
Here are the beacons. Set them off near the rat ghoul tunnels, and get ready for a fight.
Beacons worked. The rack ghouls are dead.
Yes! I knew you'd do it! Those racks won't threaten us for a while. With you on our side, my lord, there's no way Taris gets rebuilt. Good luck out there. I'd follow you out, but I still owe my teammates some pirate blood.
Perfect. The beacons are feeding the hangar's coordinates to my ships as we speak. Once the fleet is in position, we can commence the bombardment and turn that hangar into a smouldering crater.
Then I'm finished here.
Quite. All ships are in position. Stand by for orbital assault. Excellent work out there. I doubt I could have done a better job of it myself. My master is as generous as he is wise. Colonel Sarab will have your reward waiting for you when you return.
That sounds more than sufficient.
Farewell, then.
Return triumphant. You have fought and bled alongside my legionnaires, and I welcome you back as one of our own.
It was an honor to fight alongside your men, Colonel.
The honor was entirely ours. My lord was impressed. Neither his praise nor his rewards come lightly. Revel in the rewards of Lord Vargo, and know that you will always be welcome among the ranks of the 75th.
I expect a call next time you're on leave.
I shall keep that in mind. Farewell.
Looks as if we have 2 new travelers. The ghost and a little Jedi pet. Wonderful. The pirate thinks he has another ghost story for us to investigate, too.
My lord, it's Carl, your apprentice. Corin's here with me. We don't have much time to talk. Thanaton tried to make us his. Claimed you were dead. We managed to flee Drummond Kaas, but his lords have been hounding us through every sector.
Where are you now?
We've set a course for Quesh, a nasty little swamp world. The warfare on the planet should allow us to hide from Thanaton. We need your help. We took something from Thanaton, something to help you beat him. Blast! Ship's hit! Emergency landing on Quesh! Hurry!
If Thanaton kills your apprentices, he will appear very weak indeed. It looks like hunting ghosts will have to wait.
I gotta come clean with you, Sith. I wasn't always the scoundrel you met on Tatooine. I used to run in the Republic military. Made captain before I wised up and deserted. Call it misspent youth.
Why are you telling me this now?
Carl sent me a message. I guess bailing him out got the Republic military's attention. Seems they've added treason to the charges of desertion and piracy. Guess they're not big on former officers traveling with a Sith. Anyway, if things get hot, I might need to hop off the radar for a while.
If things get hot, this ship is the safest place for you. The Republic military police are no match for me.
Thanks. Good to know you got my back.
Oh, this isn't right. What am I doing? I'm not dark side. I'm not Sith.
Why is it always light and dark, black and white?
As a Jedi, I've sworn to end this war, even if I have to kill every Sith in the galaxy. There can never be peace in the galaxy as long as the Sith exist. The Sith thrive on endless war.
On the contrary, the Sith Empire is destroying itself with its ceaseless warmongering. That is why I want to change it.
You can't change the dark side.
There are more ways to be Sith than there are to be Jedi. Some of us are quite sane and capable of seeing that this war benefits no one.
So what do you propose? How will you change the Empire?
The Empire needs strong, rational leadership. A rational Empire is a peaceful one.
And you think you can provide that? I will not go against the Jedi teachings or my conscience. But I'll do what I can.
Enough, finally. A reprieve from that monster. Apprentice, I promise. Get me out of this infernal body and I will give you power like you cannot imagine.
You've made that promise before, and look how it turned out.
I don't see what you have to complain about. I very nearly changed my mind about the ritual, you know. I genuinely like you. But it was that or death, and I don't like anyone that much.
Well, that makes everything okay.
Don't be a poor sport. Surely you're used to how this works by now. If I can't have her out of this body, the least you can do is ensure that the monster is silenced for good.
Kemval may be a monster who eats Force users, but he's never lied to me.
I will find a way out of this body. And failing that, I will find a way to take control. There's your truth.
Another word and I will cut you down right now.
And lose your precious shadow killer? I think not. Remember, kill me, and you kill your precious Ken, too.
Daga ay wisandans ni namans for isis bi jandans amin. Say galut saida iswis us ulf bandan ja atnam in puidangarja.
I wonder what it's an omen of.
Ja iswis iskut ndem iswil imb. How saip, sai uren sa sayans, du sayan frawa.
I'll look into it when I get the chance.
Einai fragins. Ustaupaim, I CJ in alam is frumadine habans.
It looks like Thanaton's man will catch us before you arrive. Corrin and I will try our best to stave him off, but Lord Cineratus is not a man to be trifled with. The item we stole was the key to a hidden entrance to Darth Thanaton's private meditation chambers. It is the perfect ambush spot for when you have enough power to face him. If Corrin and I don't make it, we hope you'll avenge our deaths. Crush Thanaton, and usher in the new era for the Sith.
For inoculation, you'll need Form 1423/D, and, oh, excuse me. Sorry, my lord, I thought you were another recruit. No paperwork required. I take it you're here to fight in the Quesh War?
I think that should stay my little secret.
Understood. Whatever your interests, just know that this planet's not safe. Quesh is highly toxic, poisoned by the resource the Republic's mining. You'll need a protective injection just to survive. There we go. That treatment will protect you for the time being.
The protection wears off.
The effects will fade eventually, but you can receive more treatments planetside. You're cleared. Talk to Moff Drayson if you want to fight. He's in charge of the Empire's war effort.
Empire can't afford another loss, Major. We must crush the Republic immediately.
They've been on Quesh for years. We can't destroy their entire mining operation overnight.
Gentlemen, we have company. I am Moff Drayson, head of Quesh Imperial Forces. You're here to join our war against the Republic?
Fill me in on the situation.
Quesh is a valuable planet, if you can believe it. We're here to stop the Republic's operation.
Enough! We don't need his help.
Let me remind you of the dark side's power, Major.
Enough. Save it for the Republic. They're responsible for our assignment to this toxic rock. The Republic went digging and found the source of this planet's poison.
The miners call it Quesh venom. Lies just below the planet's surface.
We distill the stuff into quell, a lethal poison. But the Republic knows how to refine it into high-grade adrenals.
They've been processing the toxins into adrenals for years, with hot help, no less. We've come to conquer their operation and claim Quesh's venom for the Empire.
The Empire wouldn't wage war on this scale just for resources.
Correct. The adrenals are a bonus. Our primary goal is to test the Republic.
Push them enough on Quesh, and the Republic will be provoked into open warfare across the galaxy.
Once they violate the Treaty of Coruscant, the Empire can strike without risking neutral worlds joining in. We must rile their temper.
Provoking them to all-out war won't be easy.
That's why we must bend them to their breaking point. First, we strike the Republic's venom mines.
The venom produces noxious gas. That's why Quesh is so lovely. It's most lethal in the mines, so the Republic installed specialized filters.
Destroy those filters, release the poisonous gas, and the Republic will have to flee the mines.
If I can spare the time.
Don't delay. Our forces already siege the mines. Take out every weapon emplacement you can, then get inside and destroy the filtration units. Don't stop until the mines are choked with poison.
Let us out! We're trapped and... Wait! You're with the Empire!
Did the dead commanders give me away?
We have nothing against you! Open the door. We don't care about the Republic. We just want out!
Run. before I change my mind.
The Republic was wrong about you. Thanks.
The explosives have been placed and the Walker convoy destroyed.
Excuse me? Who is this? What happened to Bravo Team?
I am the heir of Calig and Tulak Horde, and master of the dead.
My lord, I didn't mean any disrespect. I was just surprised to hear from you and not Bravo Team. Taking out that convoy saved our skins. We owe you more than thanks for taking on this job, but thank you.
Lord, Sergeant Molvar. Had a cousin who was Sith. Very powerful. Died young. Wish he was here now. Operation was to move in, secure the area for a supply depot, move troops and equipment deeper into the mines. Casualties, 13. Dead, 12. And I count 6 broken ribs, 1 shattered kneecap, and 1 hut-sized headache.
Fill me in on the situation.
The Republic worms guarding the area were jacked up on some kind of adrenals. They weren't human, they were animals. They shrugged off blaster fire like bug bites, and then tore into my squad. I only survived because a grenade knocked me senseless. My plan was to rush in there, take all the adrenals I could find, and complete the mission. But you might have better success. We need that supply depot.
In that case, I'll do it.
Sure. Won't do the rest of my squad any good, but I'll take a lesson. I'll give you the coordinates to the Republic's adrenal stashes. If they can play that game, so can the Empire. Secure the area for the new supply depot, and make sure Alpha Squad didn't die for nothing.
Sending Quesh to your liking. It's an acquired locale. My lord, may I suggest sampling what luxuries this planet has to offer while you're here? Just show me where the fun is. You can find all the latest adrenal formulas available right here in our civilian markets. But if you're interested in something truly cutting edge, you've heard of the 3 families? The rebellious Hutts who've chosen to ally with the Republic. Next to nothing, but I'd like to learn. The 3 families broke all ties with the Hutt cartel to corner the market on adrenals. They've allied with the Republic for protection. We intercepted a communication from the 3 families indicating that they've moved an experimental formula to Attis Station for final testing. Industry rumors about the formula's effects are nothing short of miraculous. Heightened awareness, near immunity to fatigue or exertion, mild euphoria. It's perfect. I want to acquire some samples for synthesis, to distribute it among our troops, after I've tested its safety, of course. I suppose I can lower myself to do this. You'll find Attis Station nearby. It's a Republic research facility disguised as a simple outpost, so it'll be better protected than it appears. Republic soldiers that killed your squad are no longer a threat.
I've called headquarters for reinforcements. Next squad should be here soon to hold the place, but we couldn't have secured it without you. Can't thank you enough. Payback is satisfying.
Have the formula samples? Oh, please tell me you have them. I have it in hand. Here, my command's entire recreational spending allocation. Please excuse me, I should really see to securing these.
Are you the Sith who killed my apprentices?
My lord, I assure you it was nothing personal. I just prefer to stay off Thanaton's hit list. Or do you really think I have nothing better to do than chase a pair of low apprentices across the blasted galaxy? Now, as often happens when two Sith first meet, one of us isn't leaving this room alive. So I propose a toast. To the honorably defeated.
Are you sure you won't consider joining me? Not that anyone would question your loyalty to Thanaton, of course.
That's a tall order. Honor demands I die if I betray my master.
I don't suppose your honor can be bought.
Now there's a thought. Alderaanian brandy isn't cheap. I wouldn't sell out for anything less than a new set of starship stabilizers. Your little rogues mangled mine during the chase.
I'd say we've come to an agreement.
Excellent, my lord. You may consider myself and my minions at your command. You'd best not linger. I wasn't the only Sith chasing these two. I'll cover your escape.
The mines are poisoned. The Republic's running scared.
Excellent work. You also did a fine job raising their emplacements. My forces will have no trouble cleaning up your scraps. Our next move is to hit the Republic again. Hard. Send him in, quickly. Grag is a leader of the Hutt cartel. He keeps repulsive company, but he's proven a valuable ally.
Why is a Hutt working with the Empire?
You could say Grag was forced to cooperate.
He's here to make amends for the three families. A band of venom-sniffing Hutts.
They violated the cartel's neutrality to help the Republic's mining operation on Quesh.
Such favoritism deeply upset the Empire. The cartel claimed ignorance and disowned the three families.
Is there a point in all of this?
I simply remind you that the Empire's not alone. As a cartel leader, Grag kindly volunteered to help us punish the three families. Grag, you finally grace us with your presence. Let me introduce the Empire's greatest weapon on Quesh.
I didn't sign on for handshakes. What's the next target?
The three families won't be vulnerable until we sever their income. Are you ready to kill these Jedi and cripple the Republic's adrenal production?
Time to hit the Republic where it hurts.
Grag, have your army hold the factories. Don't allow the Republic a second's rest. Cut down the Jedi defenders. Then either destroy the adrenal production lines or kill the Selkath scientists operating them.
The scientists are just doing their job. I'll cripple their equipment.
If that's your choice, just don't return until those factories have ground to a halt. Just spoke with Grag. He said you shut down the factories and the fight's under control. Well done. Without adrenals or their Quesh venom supply, the Republic is finally vulnerable. We must hit the three families with everything we have.
Slay the Hutt slime. Their secrets die with them. The Republic can't process Quesh venom.
And they'll be pushed to the brink of galactic war. All we must do is kill the leaders of the three families.
We've got the Republic on edge. The Hutts will be well guarded.
Indeed. We have an inside contact who should help us level the playing field. Colonel, wake Portho the Hutt from whatever adrenal-addled haze he's drowning in.
Prove your worth, Portho. There must be another entrance. If you betray me, you die.
We'll take your recommendation under advisement, Portho. Use your adrenals. When you awake, you'll be the only surviving member of the three families. You heard the fool. Either fight through the front or take Portho's adrenals and be smuggled in. Your choice.
The Hutt can keep his concoction. I'd rather fight on my feet.
Portho gave us schematics on the palace's security. You'll need these EMP charges to scramble the generators shielding the main door.
Excellent. Once you're inside, kill the leaders of the three families, Portho too. Then upload their data on Quesh Venom processing to me.
Conchuta, kaso yali koira tokanti kong. Yasa unkubas, taja pakatun bonko.
Calm down. The three families must remain united. You're vital to the Republic's mission.
Excuse me, please.
Kili kali koka. Kila musta obrad upushi wompa.
Silence, Jilta. If you value your power, bring me the intruders.
I've always wanted to see a Hutt fight.
Agwabaska bunyu, waska. Chino hagwa putaku, chuparong haku. Ikunamo, ubanjoralipa istimbo. Gadwa chine oiga, anulio okba kisa spita perupa. Sayadubi no avatikuna. Chido nigdidoki.
Three families. Where's the third Hutt leader?
Nesubulgomba. Pomogigdusta parawanga. Pumicha kulka. Dumaji. Taus azalas uval. Chubanoi ke nana. Shapakisa branga una nupa ye.
It's past time I ended you. Moff Drayson, I'm patched into the Hutt's mainframe.
This is it. Everything the three families knew about processing Quesh Venom. We can erase the Republic's head start in minutes.
Whatever you say.
Excuse me. Our top researchers will pore over these findings. I can't thank you enough. I see you've killed Jilta and Portho. Outstanding. I wish there was time to celebrate, but our fight's not over yet. We have a Hutt on the loose. Broga, the last leader of the three families. He escaped before your assault. As if losing that Hutt slime wasn't enough, we have a new problem. A powerful Jedi Master named Baron Fral just landed on Quesh.
Fral was talking to the Hutts when I arrived. He didn't appreciate the interruption.
You must have scared him. Master Fral is wasting no time. He's already amassing forces with Broga the Hutt. Slay them both, and the Republic's stranglehold on Quesh will crumble.
They will bow to my power. Then they will die.
Thank you, my lord. Show the Republic how weak they are. Find Master Fral and Broga in the Quesh Venom plant, facility apart. Make sure they don't leave the place alive.
That security just for a blasted crane? Doesn't make sense.
Problem, Sergeant?
Yes, my lord. I have encountered a surprising amount of resistance in my assigned task. I'm charged with organizing raids against the Republic's mining efforts. We strike targets of opportunity to slow their progress. and drive them to retaliate. They've recently constructed a large crane that I thought would make a perfect target. I sent a team, but security was triple the expected strength. My soldiers were slaughtered.
Perhaps determining the enemy's security first would have been the wiser move.
My reconnaissance was clearly not as thorough as it should have been. A mistake I will absolutely not repeat, my lord. Clearly, the crane is a very important part of the Republic's operations, far more than we'd first suspected. The crane needs to be destroyed and the Republic punished. But I just don't have the manpower to go up against so much security.
Look no further. I am your Sith.
That's very generous of you. Thank you. You'll find the crane at these coordinates. Good hunting.
Tunamo, ubanjoralipa istimbo.
Quiet, Broga. We're not alone. Your strength is impressive, Sith, but no amount of power will take Quesh from the Republic.
We're just here to ruin your operation and spark galactic war.
The Republic won't take your bait. Not while I breathe.
Dinga dwara kema chuba, mia brancha muri ra.
True Jedi need only the Force.
Watch your step, Jedi.
Tola ula, noja, ichawa joto tu debita. Ninga kituita, nimo tanmove ayola, tanque kuta.
Nice try, Broga, but you're not weaseling out of this. Brain has been destroyed, Sergeant.
So I've heard. I've been listening in on the Republic's comm channels. They're furious at the loss. You must have done some serious damage.
Glad to hear it.
It seems the crane was intended to build a powerful shield generator that would have made attacks on the Republic's operation impossible. I shall begin scouting for further targets. Thank you for your help. Without you, our entire mission here might have been dragged to a halt.
The Jedi and his heart are dead.
Excellent. The Republic will be furious. You have my thanks, and that of my council. We'd still be fighting over Quesh's mines if not for your help.
I really am the best.
I couldn't agree more. That is why Quesh still needs you.
The Republic's still fighting. Help us pile up enough bodies here, they'll retaliate on other planets, then we'll have our war.
But first, enjoy your victory. Quesh will soon be ours, and the Republic grows more furious by the day.
Apprentices are dead, but they managed to steal the key to Thanaton's meditation chamber.
And so goes the last of my legacy, your self-accepted. But this key, perhaps their death was not such a waste. Thanaton's private meditation chamber would be the perfect place for an ambush.
We done playing with ghosts yet? Where I come from, man takes your dignity, you break his teeth.
We shouldn't rush to seek revenge.
We can't afford haste. I'd advise against facing Thanaton until you've gained more power.
How do I do that? I don't know where any more ghosts are.
You know, it's just hearsay, but there have been strange rumors coming off Hoth lately. Ships crashing mysteriously, and crews hearing voices. Some pretty level-headed people I know are spooked.
Ashara and I will look into these Hoth rumors. In the meantime, you should consider replacing your apprentices. You will appear weak if you don't try to restore what Thanaton destroyed. I've heard a new group of acolytes have arrived on Korriban. Slaves. The kind that Thanaton always passes on. Our old friend Harkon is training them.
I already have an apprentice.
Thanaton took 2 apprentices from you. And fallen or not, this one can hardly be called Sith. An apprentice from Korriban is a special honor. It says you have status, and you will have your pick of the group. Go to Korriban while we study these Hoth rumors your pirate friend produced.
The slime, the filth, the wretches of society. You are what Sith Lords scrape off their boots. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to crawl out of that muck and make something of yourselves. More likely, you'll die. It's my job to see that it's one or the other.
Ah, Harkon. How good to see you again.
My lord, it's always a pleasure to see you. I was just preparing these new slaves for their imminent death. Are you here for an apprentice, or were you just feeling nostalgic?
Darth Thanaton killed my last 2 apprentices.
Yes, I'd heard about that. They were incompetents anyway. Not that this group looks much better. Thanaton had the sense to pass up this cancerous lot, so they're yours if you want them. This worm is Sephiroth. They found him in a Hutt's palace, crushing prisoners' heads for the Hutt's entertainment.
Steve Pamuhu Mwaga.
Shut up, slave. You don't talk directly to a Lord of the Sith unless he asks it. This beady-eyed monstrosity is Argog. Don't know where on a Kathhound's backside he's supposed to come from. Sorry, what was that? Can't understand a word it says. This gangly creature is Jackson. He's no Sith, but he's at least human. And this bone-faced one, well, I can't pronounce whatever gibberish he says he's called. We call him Zalek.
Master.
Don't let him fool you. Too wild for his own good. There were 2 others, but we made the mistake of leaving them alone with Zalek.
Make sure you push them as hard as you push me.
And look how you turned out. Murdered your master. Be careful what you wish for. You may check back as you please. I don't expect it to take too long to chew through this bunch. What are you staring at, wretches? You know your trial. Now go!
Trust our friend Harkon is doing well. If your business is finished on Korriban, it's time we looked for another spirit to bind.
Tell me about this ghost.
We think what Andronicus has heard is true. A Republic transport crashed over Hoth about a year ago. It was carrying artifacts from a Sith tomb that the Jedi had confiscated.
Confiscated is the perfect euphemism, isn't it?
A Sith is in no place to judge. The Jedi never recovered the transport. I don't like the idea of binding the dead like this, but if you have to, I'd start looking for that transport. I'm realizing there's a lot I don't understand about the Empire.
Are you having second thoughts?
It's hard to see good in an Empire that thinks of non-humans as nothing more than slaves.
The Empire is a meritocracy. Those that can rise to the top. The inferior fall behind.
It doesn't sound as if merit has anything to do with it. I just wonder. The original Sith weren't human. It's a contradiction.
Contrary to what the Jedi teach, the world is not all light and dark. There are many shades, and many contradictions.
I'm beginning to see that, but I'm not sure I like it.
Ungasaiv nono, jappe sitlos fraudnos jus, jappe reika jappe.
Is this another one of your nightmares?
Jalaika jaan bar. In pamalhap fralet forte fuima, alaisos kaskaf tais. Ababarna habens, glaubena, ni in usakwai, usiterens apipao.
I helped you defeat Veshik Urk. I'll help you find Tulak Horde's bones.
My tais is.
Hope you found some more information on this ghost business, Andronicus.
Look, I've been doing some digging around, and by all accounts, this stuff is more messed up than Tatooine. Pirates run this place, though the Empire and the Republic have dared to move in of late. Still, ships don't land here. The cold is part of it, but there are other rumors. The kind you'd ignore if you had sense.
Fortunately, I'm not interested in sense, only ghosts. What do these rumors say?
There was a light freighter out of Yavin 4, Star Runner, disappeared over this place. Reported some strange happenings before it did. It was a smuggler vessel loaded full of ancient junk from Yavin's tombs. If I wanted to catch a ghost, I'd start asking after that ship.
Hope you've got your blasters ready.
Just finishing the cold weather fittings, and I'll be ready. Hollow Chatter says the Empire's operating on this ice block, so you might try using your new Lord of the Sith authority. Careful though, place is crawling with pirates, and they aren't all as nice as me.
Welcome to the Adama space station, my lord. I'm Ensign Rail. I gather this visit is because you'll be traveling through to the surface of Hoth.
Is there anything wrong?
No, not at all. I am merely assigned to assist. I'll be scanning you so I can customize your cold weather equipment. Then I'll arrange your briefing. There we are. As you're on the VIP list, Lieutenant Halpern will brief you. He's in the theater. Good day.
Attention, a lord is present. At ease. Let's get this started. Ostensibly, the conflict on Hoth is over salvage from a battle that happened above the planet. In reality, it is our trap for the Republic.
So the salvage is worthless? Or is it just too hard to get to?
A bit of each. There is a fairly major pirate force that holds much of what the Republic wishes to recover. The Imperial plan is not to gain ground, but rather to make the battle as costly as possible to the Republic. We want our forces small and mobile, and while the Republic keeps chasing victory, we bleed them dry of personnel and equipment.
I will extend their misery with every blow I strike.
Yes, my lord. Misery's easy enough to find on Hoth.
My lord, forgive the interruption. I brought your cold weather equipment.
We were just finishing, Ensign.
This should keep your core body temperature up. When you're ready, report to a pilot in the shuttle bay for transport to the planet.
Colonel Vanis at Dawn Base will be waiting for you. Good luck down there.
Planet awaits, my lord. Commander Triton will want to meet with you.
My briefing said I was to meet a Colonel Vanis.
I don't know anything about that. Commander Triton's the one listed as in charge now. I'm sure he can fill you in on the story. I need to de-ice the shuttle here.
Those generators loaded and the scouts away. 2nd Battalion leaves in 30 minutes.
Redeploying troops, Captain.
My lord, I didn't know you'd come back from the front. With the pirate threat contained,
all advice boils down to doing nothing, and that I cannot do.
Sir, I respect your bravery, but if you see this through personally, you will be dead. And whose leadership will we have then? My lord, we're glad you've arrived. May I introduce Commander Triton, and myself, a humble captain, corps name Udris.
Lieutenant Halpern sent word you would be coming, and we've never had greater need of you.
Colonel Vanis, the commander of this base, is missing. We fear he's dead, along with all the most experienced men from this base.
Fill me in on the situation.
The Colonel went out to investigate evidence of a possible spy probe near the ice lake. He was under heavy guard.
We received a distress call. It was obvious he found trouble.
Scout 1 to Dawn Base. Heavy casualties. Taking heavy casualties. We're under attack. We can't see the...
What on this world could take out an armed group of officers?
Besides the Republic, there are Wampers, pirates. Mostly aliens unafraid of the Empire.
But we can't simply cower in our base when the mission is to damage and exhaust the Republic.
And our men can't do it. Commander, this visit is a gift to us from fate.
I will go if the ranking officer wishes.
Udris presumes much, but he's right. You're the Colonel's only chance.
Our best case scenario is that Colonel Vanis' communications tipped off the Republic, and he's gone quiet.
But if I were out in that cold, I'd have called for a rescue. If you can find the Colonel, everyone on this base is in your debt.
Looking for a ship called the Star Runner.
My lord, truly an honor and a surprise. I'm afraid no ships have landed on Hoth in ages, unless it's a crash. Actually, the name Star Runner sounds familiar. If I may ask, what do you need the ship for? You're here on Darth Thanaton's behalf, naturally.
That's not yours to know.
Of course, my lord. It was rude of me to ask. Star Runner. Blast. Your ship crashed years ago. It's buried under a few tons of snow by now. Your best bet? No. Give me a few months to get a recovery team on it.
I'm afraid you may be dead in a few months. Is there a faster solution?
Well, I mean, there's an Imperial Reclamation Service team you could take command of, if you wanted. It's just, the lieutenant in charge is a little odd. Too much time digging in tombs, you understand.
I only care that he can find the ship.
Lieutenant Talos Drellick could find a piece of glass in the Tatooine desert, but he's very particular about his work. I'm afraid I can't call Lieutenant Drellick. The weather on Hoth is bad for communications. The team's way out in the way searching for some mythical Sith temple on Hoth of all places. Good luck, my lord.
Chuta, Kasuyali Kulira, Kanki Kung, Chunki Faguta, Jiho Poda Jioto Vokise.
What exactly are you?
Wantahumpa, Murirava Fupa Jipampaula. Chechopa Kuma ni Umpi Putmalia Bedwana ni Bobo. Poya Toka Changa Goptula Dobata Wana Wanki.
How do you propose to do that?
Nokta Chuna Dobiela. Ni at Ambumpa Boshura Mokili Mokranki. Chikos pa ini gudad Ijigliska Chanagawa.
What's your plan?
Kabanotase Makipuna, Malituta Odmishka. O Bagthra Wanawaga mi Bunawa Duetwipe. Se gota do muti kihasa da punyo, Liz di woto.
There will be no survivors.
Kuchusa yomata chitoya, Nam kanoya choski nawi. Chobad I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta.
Bunch of namby-pamby cowards on this frozen rock. Think I like hearing me teeth chatter and knees knock, my sweat freeze and breath blind me? Not a scrap. But I got a job to do, and by gum I aim to do it.
Sounds like you need some help.
Whoa, sorry about that, my lord, didn't see you. Kinda snowblind, I guess. None of those remarks were aimed at you. In fact, my mission calls for someone of your obvious capabilities. Colonel Vanis left orders to stop the Republic from tracking our deployments here. I figured out the enemy's MO, but need the firepower to squash it.
How exactly has the Republic managed to get the best of us?
Sneaky tricks, and a lot of luck. Republic scouts have set up a series of short-range relays. Need to activate one to jam their communications. Can't activate without a data card from one of the scouts. Gonna have to get one of them the old-fashioned way. You game?
It's as good as done.
You're a lifesaver. Republic scouts range around the lower ruins, spying on us and disappearing. Get a data card off one of them, and then find one of their relay consoles in the outer edge. I'll be here and can jam their relays once you're done. Done great! Got the activation signal from the Republic data relay, and we're already jamming their comm. Thanks to you, things are getting hot round here.
Close, boys. We'll find that temple, I can feel it. Rogers, no cutting corners. Don't forget the salt. Salt's not the best solution, but it's the only thing that doesn't freeze out here, and solid footing is a must.
I'm looking for Lieutenant Talos Drellick, of the Imperial Reclamation Service.
My lord, I am honored. I heard you single-handedly unearthed artifacts of the great Tulak Horde. I'm a Naga Sadar man myself, but I'd love to compare notes. What brings you to Hoth, and how may I be of service?
I'm taking over this team in order to locate a ship called the Star Runner.
A ship. Not usually our line, but let's hear it. Maybe we can help. A bit new for the Reclamation Service, but artifacts. And a ghost. I've heard that the dead talk down in the tombs, but to see one, I wonder if it'd be possible to make a hollow image.
I imagine it would depend on the light.
Yes, darker would be better. Engineer Sorrel, do we have any probes that aren't frozen solid?
Shalora works as good as any in these conditions, sir. She may not look like much, but she's got heart.
If my guess is correct, the captain would have launched a distress beacon before the crash, which would give us a line on the ship.
Not a bad idea.
Beware, my lord. The cold's master out here. My boys and I are going to shift camp. Try to get a better communication setup going. But let us know if you find anything.
This is Captain Quellen of the Star Runner. SOS. I repeat, SOS. We're caught in Hoth's gravitational pull and falling fast. Strange events date back 2 weeks. Yavin 4 artifacts, believed to be the source. Something has taken control of the ship. To whomever finds this message, burn this vessel. Don't look inside. Don't touch it. Burn it.
Lieutenant Drellick really is something else. Could find a wampa hair in a snowdrift, I bet.
It still doesn't tell me where the ship is.
No, but we have a bearing from the beacon launch, and those tracks. Somebody beat us to this thing. Lieutenant, sir, we found the beacon, but no ship. There's some light tracks, though. Appear to be a few days old.
Have Shalora zoom in, Sorrel. I've been studying alien tracks since I was old enough to know a Twi'lek from a Toccata. Ortolan. I'd know them if they were 6 days old and covered in jam. Those are Ortolan tracks.
I'll be sure to look for you next time my ship's galley is invaded by a pack of Ortolans.
That's a good one. I'll have to remember that next time the Imperial Reclamation Service Trackers Committee meets. It looks like those Ortolans dug something up. Possibly a clue to the ship's location. Sorrel, where's the nearest Ortolan camp?
It's a ways beyond the next outpost, but the tracks look headed in the right direction.
Well, might be time to put on your best diplomatic face, my lord. Ortolans don't like outsiders much, but it looks like they're the key to finding our ghost.
A little lightning will break them. It always does.
Well, it sounds a little gruesome, but who am I to question a master's methods? I'll have Sorrel bring the beacon to the base. Between it and the Ortolans, we're bound to have a breakthrough. We'll be there when you're through dealing with the Ortolans.
Looking for the remains of a ship called the Star Runner, which you took from the distress beacon site. Could you say that again?
Looks like we've found our ghost. So, you want me to pop this blue thing in the skull so you can bind this guy?
Surely I can persuade you otherwise. I've never taken no for an answer, and it would be a shame to start now. What exactly does this entail? Consideration is not enough. I want your word. I met the ghost. and he needs me to get inside an ancient temple.
Then it's true! My peers in the service laughed when I said it was on Hoth, but now, yes! It's the only thing that makes sense. Your ghost said he was a follower of Ludo Kresh, and that Naga Sadow's assassins killed him. Sith! Do you realize what you've done?
What have I done, exactly?
This must be the greatest discovery since my mentor, Orsilio Gan, unearthed the wing of Naga Sadow's own fighter on Yavin 4. We're talking about the fabled Sadoween, Naga Sadow's personal order of assassins, myth made real. Don't worry, I'll get you inside. I've been circumventing the security of ancient tombs since I was old enough to hold a data spike in a pair of pliers.
Glad to hear it.
Let me just gather up my equipment here. All right, let's go.
Found Colonel Vanis. He was dead. Murdered by Republic Tals.
Tals. That would make sense. Cold adapted, Republic aligned. I've not killed their kind before. What about you, Commander?
What? Yes, of course.
The base awaits your orders, Commander.
We are having deep morale issues in the forward outpost. I must show them that we can triumph without Colonel Vanis. Now is the time for reprisals. These chittering animals will not get away with this. I want 10 of the Republic to suffer for every one of ours dead. I want every last Tolls wiped out, their heads on sticks out in the frost.
Their destruction is assured. I only need their location.
Location is important, but an estimate of their numbers, doubly so. A covert action is advisable, or we'll end up wiping out one group and causing the rest to go into hiding. I have data arrays we could install in their communications link. If we did that, we could locate and estimate their numbers before we hit them.
Killing is reliable. Technology isn't.
That sounds like a lesson gleaned from a life far more interesting than mine.
Commander! Come in, Commander!
Go ahead, Scout 5.
We found a nest of Tolls on the ice lake. Too many to engage. Transmitting coordinates now.
Perfect timing. Brutally slaughtering a few dozen should sow fear throughout their little cabal. When you're done, report to the forward outpost. It's closer to the lake, and the men there can see your success in person.
Hello. Good to see you, my lord. We had feared the worst.
Good work. Has the base been informed? How is morale there?
Gentlemen, the commander wants to know how we feel about the Tolls being struck down.
Excellent. That's a sound I've not heard in some time. And I understand one of our patrols spotted Tals that fled rather than fight. The tides of war are with us.
Your men smell blood. Time to deliver it to them.
I couldn't agree more. We have devised a plan to put the Tals in position for a killing blow. Their supplies, weapons, medical equipment, and the high-calorie food they require, all of it is stored in one central location. They may be adapted to the cold, but without their supplies, they wouldn't last a week. So we will destroy their cache.
They will choose between retreating home or starvation.
That, or the one other option that we think the more likely.
If I were them, and suddenly without food, I would raid this base. So we will amplify our defenses here and spring the trap shut. Unfortunately, getting at their supplies may be difficult. They are in a series of ice caves overrun by Wampas.
The more challenging, the better.
If that is the case, I suggest an alternative. We are desperately short on supplies here. If you could bring back all you find, it could make a valuable difference.
But we'd need over 100 kilos of food alone. How would anyone carry that and still fight?
You'd be surprised how much I can carry.
Daring, my lord. I hope you're making the right call. Take anything of theirs that gives them aid or comfort. Make them come crawling. Let them know who the masters of this miserable world are.
Cargo, Captain Nudris. In one piece, as am I.
Yes, my lord. You'll be pleased to know that we have kept up our end of the plan.
The base is prepared for war. We have security fields, sensors, anti-personnel guns. We'll obliterate any Tals that dares approach.
Commander! Commander! There's reports of a Tolls attack.
Excellent. What wing are they headed for?
No wing, sir. They're at the power station. They're overrunning the guards. They brought bombs.
These Tals have no fear.
Even when their army is at its last breath, they want to take us down with them.
If they kill the power station, we'll have no heat. We'll have to evacuate, or we won't last past nightfall.
Every available gun needs to be saving that station.
We can't send everyone. What if they expect that and surprise us here?
I'll call for reinforcements from a Deimos orbital. They should be able to land within the hour. Just get to that power station, and quickly.
Oka kiza spida perupa, kadwa shiniko higa danulia. Ni at ambumpa boshura mokili moklanki. Buka kampak nijit, tonka yiliska chanaga.
You'd better have a good reason for stopping a Sith.
Kotocha kana gulaya. Chikos pa ini gudad ijigliska chanagawa. Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka.
Sounds fraught with danger. Count me in.
Bagthra wanawaga mi bunawa duetwipe. Buka kampak nijit, tonka yiliska chanaga.
Storehouse 0026. Antiquities, Tulak Horde era.
Patay kuibanist. Ni fragais fraujan. Kupainana. Hausaip. Sai uran sa sayans. Du sayan frawa.
Save some for me, will you?
Like in an uswambai.
Note to self. If my apprentice's Deshad fails to submit after the transfer, the bones of Tulak Horde could prove a useful bargaining chip.
Taupanais and Niman.
I promise. I won't let Zash get away with this.
Swaiwai silbans in iswish paman ik alkas jam guidis inti. Ja us de ans alfrast no job. Diabulus afstop fara. Anso wilok bardos, zogi inagandan disad faur ises.
Whatever you do, you can't let Zash take control.
Elion dandans atense lapto, iswis dudalai lotais wahaisen. Anso wilok bardos, zogi inagandan disad faur ises.
It's no matter to me either way.
Hai baidar gaskir. Afwadni.
Ah, that's better. I can think so much more clearly now. Thank you.
One more trick like this and you'll be punished.
I promise I'll be a good girl from now on. This is my storehouse. You may have anything here you want. Now, let's go back to the ship, shall we? I don't know how long Kem will be weakened, and I have lots of reading to catch up on.
Looks like a simple pulley job. I just need to... Give me a moment. Oh, I am too excited! Every time I open a new tomb, like watching a flower blossom. So many wonders! Unbelievable! These look like the catacombs. The rest of the temple must have been destroyed by the elements. The great and secret order of Naga Sadow's assassins, the Sadoween. This is where they came to die when their bloody work was done.
Why build in such an inhospitable place?
What better place when no one would dare to come here? Please, I know the Ghost wants this all destroyed, but let me at least take some hollow recordings. To obliterate all this history, why, we'd be orphaning ourselves. A culture needs the hand of the past to guide it.
Take your record and make it extra thorough.
Thank you. It shouldn't take too long. There. That's the last piece. Just tell me when it's over.
That's the last of them.
My lord, that droid, didn't we already defeat it?
Excellent. Thank you, Sith, for your help.
Fascinating. How is this possible? It doesn't appear to be technological.
To see those pawns of Naga Sadao crushed, their graves defiled. Normally, I consider myself above revenge, but this pleases me.
I hope you're planning to keep your end of the deal.
Yes, I could use the change of scenery.
The ghost! Never in a million years!
The Star Runner may be found in the belly of the mighty super dreadnought Star of Coruscant, in the graveyard of ships. I landed it there for safekeeping after I crushed its foolish captain. There, you will find me.
I know the place, but it's swarming with pirates. White Moor, I think they're called. Not exactly connoisseurs of the historical.
I need that ghost's power to defeat Darth Thanaton.
I wait expectantly for your arrival.
Unbelievable! One minute it's walking around good as new, and the next... Oh, there's better equipment for analysis at the base near here. It's on the way to the ship graveyard, if you'll follow me.
Save your feeble attempts at recruitment for your own planet. This one is mine.
Lieutenant Auron reporting in, my lord. Our company is on the ground, and we have secured the perimeter.
You couldn't have arrived while I was fighting an army.
I'm sorry, my lord. We were ensuring no Tolls escaped the trap. We'll finish up here. If you return to Dawn Base, Commander Triton will no doubt want to congratulate you in person.
But I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta. Che chopa kuma ni umpi but malia bedwana ni bobo. Kabano tase makipuna. Mali tuta odmishka.
You say the Sith held off the entire Tolls force, single-handed?
It sounds incredible, to be sure, but here, I'll let you talk directly. My lord, we cannot express our gratitude. May I introduce Moff Braynor, Overseer of the Hoth System, among others.
I heard you telling the Moff the good news.
Yes. You saved us from giving a much bleaker report.
If not for you, Dawn Base would have been lost, and all the outposts that depend on it. It is for that reason I ask you your opinion. Would you say Commander Triton or Chiss Captain Udris was more instrumental in the base's defense?
Captain Udris's advice formed most of our key strategies. We relied on him heavily.
That is as I expected. Very well. Captain Udris, you are now Colonel Udris. I am putting the base's welfare in your hands until further notice.
It seems you have broken down a few barriers, Colonel Udris.
I thank you. This is unprecedented. You do me great honor, Moff Braynor. I will have the base at inspection quality immediately.
Sir, if I might ask, do you think the enlisted men will have a problem taking orders from Colonel Udris?
You mean, will they refuse orders from a Chiss? They will at first. Then they will be made examples.
You could demonstrate your commitment by helping win the men over.
That is an excellent idea. I will begin immediately. Thank you, Moff Braynor. Colonel Udris.
That will be all.
Well, that went better than expected.
I suppose we should be happy we don't have pirate problems here.
He's referring to another security failure. Captain Revar at Leth Outpost lost a reactor substation. to the White Moor pirates. We have asked much of you, but Captain Revar has not, and his soldiers desperately need relief at the Leth outpost. If you have the time, look in on them.
Is this? I asked not to be disturbed. Ah, it is you. Commander Triton and that Chiss fellow spoke well of you. Make yourself at home. I was busy calculating our chances in case the Republic attacks. It looks grim. If they bring a force of any real size, we're doomed.
Don't focus on possibilities. Focus on what we will do.
The best force multiplier would be installing more automated guns, which we have. However, they eat power. What we really need is to tap into the nearby geothermal power substation, but it's been taken by the White Moor. We don't have the manpower to take on those pirates, and we've got a base that'll black out in any sustained fight with the Republic.
Criminals are no threat to me. Frozen ones less so.
The White Moor's Hawks are more like an army than criminals. Our kill ratio for them is about 1 to 10. This is an energy coupling you'll need to install when you've eliminated all resistance. It should divert flow back to the outpost. With that power, our guns will be operational and give us a fighting chance. Go in strength.
Bosca punyo, Bosca! Tula musta kitrita nini, tanu valuya witiba. No, kavaja ulnui kusche punyo.
How exactly is telling me supposed to help?
Wasta micha kolkuka tu maji, ta ushagwa upa. Chopechuta, kasolyeli choi rato, kapachuta.
Look no further. I am your Sith.
Chopechuta, kasolyeli choi rato, kapachuta. Pogwache chopa chimpa nolia, makachisa. La musta kitrita nini, tanuvaluya witiba. Wama otochakoga hutapawa to bampaula. Chopechuta, kasolyeli choi rato, kapachuta.
How can that be?
Faguta Giotto Endia. Shisakava kaya topa, pubanda bakawanki. Muguto neompi, bedwala ni bobo chopo uma.
The more challenging, the better.
Shapakise noya picha. Mukili makolunki ne at bompa bushuda. Yunaliska chananga wachitospa, inikondinga.
Sounds fraught with danger. Count me in.
Tudo omishka kaba no tesma wetia?
Pirates were responsible for tapping the generator. They've been eliminated.
Vazda waho taga hopi. Tu patula musta, o grangi tampio dume tunka.
Did it. We're running on geothermal power now. We blew a circuit when it came on, but that was easily fixed. Did the Hawks prove difficult?
They proved clumsy and stupid. I could have fought twice that number.
I thought as much. Sith have an extremely high success rate in combat against irregular forces. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to oversee the deployment of our sensors and weapons. We've already begun the installation of our defense systems, and we're on schedule to be done before nightfall.
Sir, the Republic frequencies are alive with chatter. They somehow knew we had a power surge just now, so I swept for bugs and I found this. An energy monitor.
Do we have a spy or a traitor?
Based on the Republic's internal communications, they had this installed long before we took over this outpost. I only looked because the Republic chatter was so obviously shocked by the influx of power. They won't attack here. They'll bomb the main geothermal reactor to black out the entire sector.
By all means, continue.
It sounds like they figure with us and a lot of pirates all on the same grid. One fatal blow is better than trying to take the reactor over.
They'll have to cut through the Ortolan workers there and the Whitemore pirates, but they're sending Zero Squad snowtroopers. If I were a gambler like the captain here, I'd bet on them.
We can't waste any more time.
Zero Squad is the Republic's best. If you defeat them, just think of the humiliation.
Ampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto. Poya toka changa goptula do bata wana wanki. Se gota do muti kihasa da puño. Liz di woto.
What are you trying to sell?
Moja jo chaluka. Kunachi do niktitoki saya tupi nu aviti. Umpa hupa. Jikilia umpasa do biska. Kabanotase makipuna. Malituta odmishka.
I can't be bested by some pirates, adrenalized or otherwise.
Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto. Chonki faguta jiho poda ji oto vokise.
If I can spare the time.
Ki jilo hokuta. Ai chuba de naga bakawa.
Aliens need to evacuate the station. Step away from the console with your hands on your head. I said, step away from the console with your hands on your head.
Excuse me, please.
Intruders! I've got intruders in the shaft room!
Reinforcements are on the way. Let's hear what you've got. You provide the expertise, and the Empire will provide protection.
There they are! Get them!
Biskataka, yayoska ukle yuga chesko pukuta. Kuchusa yomata chitoya, asubwi mota uipa.
Dover. The reactor is secure, and the Empire now has a deal with the Ortolans.
I was hoping they'd stay on. The last time we took over a reactor, we had to translate all their labels into BASIC. I'll ask Command to send reinforcements there. Looks like we're going to be holding some ground after all.
So, what's the next step?
We require no further assistance, but I would like to ask a personal favor. The captain of Thesh outpost on the glacier is what you might call a friend. We went through the academy together. He's been wounded, and his outpost is battling a group of survivalist fanatics called the Hailstorm Brotherhood. You could make the difference.
I'll go at once.
Excellent. I'll send word.
What are the pirates doing with their ill-gotten wealth? I suppose I can lower myself to do this.
Chapitonki topini. Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto. Kun huka taba tata kipuna.
I'll fight the whole galaxy if I have to.
Chunki faguta jiho poda ji oto vokise. Chunki faguta jiho poda ji oto vokise. Wanta humpa muri rava fupa ji pampawula.
Sounds like you need some help.
Buka kampak nijit tonka yiliska chanaga. Ne charda sodedi conchita. Chikos pa ini kudad ijigliska chanagawa.
Look no further. I am your Sith.
Kabanotase makipuna. Malituta odmishka. Kuchusa yomata chitoya. Nam kanoya choski nawi.
Please return to the medical bay. You may further injure yourself by walking.
I heard you the first 5 times. Now be silent. I have an outpost to defend. So, you made it past the pass in the mountains. I'm surprised the Hailstorm Brotherhood let anyone through.
Your old friend is alive and well. Hoth is turning our way.
Revar. It is too long since I've heard from him. Apparently not doing so well he could send a fighting force. We've been cut off from the other outpost by the Hailstorm Brotherhood. A cult of madmen in the White Moor Pirates. You see this wound? Dressed it with seasonings from the rations when we ran out of colto. In a few days, we'll be eating boot leather to survive.
Did you have a scheme in mind?
It's a simple one, but those are the easiest to execute. The Hailstorm Brotherhood are lying in wait in a pass between hills near here. You may be able to find them and wipe them out. Could you do this? Could you face the Brotherhood?
I will break their ranks and send them screaming.
Yes. Turn their ambush against them and cut them down as they flee. Then, when you have the bodies piled... curse it, another stitch.
Sir, I did say you need to be on bed rest.
Very well. The Brotherhood like to use downed speeders as bait. They should be easy enough to find. Good hunting.
Bice has been destroyed, and the pirates along with it. The pirates had a good idea. The Empire should think about getting into that market. Found the Hailstorm Brotherhood you spoke of. The pass is clear.
Is that so? Glad to hear their bodies are finally getting colder. Those maniacs have laughed at us for far too long. But here's something they don't know. We found out where they hide. The Hailstorm Brotherhood make camp in an open-air fortress cut out of the ice, not far from here. I guess caves were too easy. They obey what their beloved Master Sav tells them to. He's their legend, a man who can survive anywhere. Kill the head of their little personality cult, and the body will fall apart.
He's got Master in his name. Is he on the Jedi Council, or is it just a nickname?
We assume he doesn't use the Force, or else he wouldn't be able to teach his skills to so many. He's tapped into something in the human body, which makes him and his followers plenty dangerous. If you go into that ice fortress, don't give him any chances.
I like killing cultists. It makes me feel like I'm tidying up the galaxy.
Agreed. But I have one final request. Master Sav is responsible for this. For me. For my men. When you kill him, you let him know what a mistake he made leaving me alive.
It seems you have some skill, stranger. You are not the effete little warriors they usually send our way. I suppose you were also the one who slew so many in the White Ridge Hills.
Captain Eth said it was a mistake to leave him alive.
Ha! Well, I will not be snuffed out like a candle on a shelf. If I am defeated, it will be a fight to remember. For you, I have a challenge.
It's past time I ended you.
I think not.
Master Sav is dead. I found him in the Ice Fortress and cut him down.
Then the Brotherhood will be broken. Their cult of personality has lost its savior. I will contact Dawn Base to send supplies to us. It won't be long before we clear out the Brotherhood's remnants. But Master Sav was just one of many. Soon we'll go after the big game. Boss Andru, Ellis Tarn, and the other Whitemore kingpins.
How do I get in on this?
Admiral Holtz is going to order an attack on key Whitemore members. But I don't know when or how. Fixer 308 at Xeric Outpost would have the details. The outpost's in the ship graveyard, prime Whitemore turf. If anyone's come up with a way to hammer the pirates right off this rock, the Fixer would know. Give her a try.
Now, I have to analyze this droid. But your friend said they'd be here if you needed them. I believe the ghost said he was in the Dreadnought. Best go there if you wish to find him.
Conclusion, Admiral. This seems like the most opportune window we'll get. All I need is the go-ahead.
It meets with my approval. Fixer, you may brief the volunteers and commence with the mission. Over and out.
My lord, just who I was expecting. I'm Fixer 308. We've been tracking you since we heard about your success with the Talls.
Just doing my good deed for the decade.
We want you to handle something for us. The White Maw has been damaged enough to call a meeting of their gangs. The loss of a power station was a bigger blow than we thought. Every one of their gangs will be represented. We intend to get you into that meeting and have you capture or kill everyone present. The hard part is getting there.
Did you have a scheme in mind?
The shuttles of the leader's trusted captains will have the meeting's coordinates programmed into their navicomputers. What you'll need to do is find a lieutenant with a shuttle, kill him, and get his access card to steal his ship. Once you get access to the shuttle, fly it to their hideout, track down the gang leaders, and take them out. Can you do that?
All things are possible through the Force.
Good. Here's a dossier on the leaders you'll be terminating. Our psych profiles indicate that, given the opportunity, some of them may surrender. It's up to you. Lastly, if you find an opportunity to search their files, take it. There's no telling what secrets these malcontents have hidden away.
You are truly a beacon of hope to the Empire, my lord. One glance at your impressive stature, and our men will know that we've nearly won Hoth.
Fill me in on the situation.
Our recovery proceeds wonderfully, with only the minor problem of morale. On top of pirates and the Republic, our boys battle sub-zero temperatures, blizzards, frostbite, the list goes on. But you can boost their morale. What better way to warm up and invigorate the men than by rescuing supplies from the ship graveyard?
There's nothing like a strong drink to put fire in a man's spirit.
Regrettably, our funds don't allow for such indulgences. How about it? Recover the supplies from the shipyard? Emerge a legend of the Empire?
If you're going to make me feel guilty, I'll do it.
Simply beat our competitors to the ship graveyard, liberate valuables from the wreckage, and deliver them to Captain Kanan. Then we'll have more than enough provisions to weather the storm.
Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto. Chunki faguta jiho poda ji oto vokise. Wanta humpa muri rava fupa ji pampawula.
Who are you?
Poya toka changa goptula dobata wana wanki. Patoga wata kiko uba kiri wata buki donko. Buka kampak nijit tonka yiliska chanaga.
No good can come of this.
Bato. Chikos pa inikudad ijigliska chanagawa. Kabanotase makipuna. Malituta odmishka.
Look no further. I am your Sith.
Kupa tonti toki makichisa chubolo wawuni. Se kota do muti kihasa da puño. Liz di woto.
Heard enough alarms. The time has come to move our base of operations to Lorimar.
Why go to Lorimar when nothing can reach us here? The guards will handle whatever intruders at the door.
I wonder if you'll be so confident in another minute.
Skori bofore mita dosium. Moflaska ki kafi mamogur tu flator.
I don't know who you think you are, but you made a bad mistake opening this door.
Esa silgo terben aser zet lakata.
I offer refuge for anyone who leaves the White Moor now. All others will die.
What, no one? I'll accept. This isn't going to end well.
Don't be naive. It's a trick!
Naive is following you and thinking we're going to defeat the Empire.
So be it, traitor.
Did as you said. There were a few bumps, but they've been smoothed out.
I wouldn't have wanted to see what they'd do to me once I contacted Korriban and told them I got a Sith Lord killed. So the White Maw finally falls. I wonder, was this the nerve center of their operation, or are their valuables hidden elsewhere?
I found a place called Lorimar in their databanks. It's likely their stash is there.
Lorimar. I wonder if that has to do with the inventor, Lorimar. He was quite a droid maker before he vanished a decade or so back. We should probably send a salvage team to investigate. But seeing as you trusted me with this information, I think I'll mark the area as unsecured until you're finished with it. That way the reclamation service doesn't get first crack.
I'll be there in but a moment.
Thank you. I doubt I could have trusted someone else to bring this operation to a close.
I am Heavy Resource Recovery Machine 5. I will not allow you to open the cases. Do you understand?
It's okay. I'm a member of the White Maw.
No exceptions are made for White Maw members. Step away from the cases. Neutralization mode engaged.
My savior and avenger, my heart is light, almost as if I were alive again. You don't fail to impress, to accomplish so much with only a forceless scoundrel at your side.
You're lucky you're already dead.
I am sorry, but I have always been vain, and surrender is not a pill I swallow easily.
We can't waste any more time.
As you say. Before you perform the ritual, promise me that you will release me when your enemies are defeated, and you no longer need my power. Seal the promise with your blood, and I will submit willingly to your control.
I don't make promises to the likes of you.
I won't be taken easily.
Kanan, I've recovered these supplies from the ship graveyard. I've been told you need them.
Finally. Been weeks without working equipment. Now if we could only get a decent meal. I'd shake your hand, but I'm sick as a dog. The cold may freeze mucus, but it sure doesn't kill germs. Hearth's a little warmer, thanks to you.
Went to the pirates' hideout. I found this neural chipset for a battle droid. I think Lorimar designed it.
Well, the stamp seems consistent with his work. Wait, it's brilliant. He's solved the traditional limitations of a chipset brain. Hold on a moment, I need to make a call. Admiral, we've recovered a battle droid neural chipset from the White Maw. It's the advancement we've been waiting for.
From the White Maw? What are they doing with tech like that?
Why didn't you say something about this earlier?
Frankly, I wasn't sure the engineering was possible.
We didn't even know it was more than theory. An innovation like this, its value is a different magnitude.
And a reproducible brain like this, far beyond war droids, producing it would be its own industry.
Don't let me stall you. Get that chipset to the technicians.
It will be done immediately.
I'll alert the reclamation service to the Lorimar area. There's no telling what else might be there. As for you, I'd take a well-earned vacation. Somewhere warm.
I hope to catch you before you left. I have resigned from the service. The military just isn't the best use of my talents. I feel I could serve the Empire better by helping you. If you'll let me.
And what exactly is in it for me?
I have military training, rifles, small arms, grenades, and... well, I don't like to brag, but I've been called the best in my profession.
You don't know what you're asking, Lieutenant. Trying to join this group.
Oh, please, I promise I won't let you down.
We'll be honored to have you then.
I promise I won't let you down.
Ah, yes! I can sense the new power within you. Good. And I would suggest...
Tagasar Chais in Parks Prize War Tyren Swase Ik Bus Karadida.
For once I agree with a monster. Break into Thanaton's meditation chamber and blast him with all those dead Sith you've piled up.
Then set a course for Droman Kaas.
You got it, Captain. But if you face him with his defenses up like last time, you're toast. Don't forget it.
If there's any way I can aid you, my lord, let me know.
My lightsaber is ready, should you have need.
Up now, we sons.
Just wanted to thank you again for having me along. I'm honored to work with someone of your expertise. The archaeological pursuits of the Sith and Empire have been separate for too long. It is our common history. We have a shared duty to unearth it.
I didn't bring you along as part of some archaeological manifesto.
I'm sorry, my lord. I have a tendency to get carried away. From the depths of the ground, history calls us to save it from obscurity. I do my best to answer that call. I can tell you do the same. You remind me of my old mentor, Orsilio Gan.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Oh, I meant it as a compliment. He was the best there ever was. But what am I doing talking when there's work to be done? As we say in the service, the dead aren't getting any younger.
What was your master like? You had a master, right?
I did. Until I trapped her in the body of the Dishard.
Ah, so that's who Zash is. The way she spoke of you, I suspected. She makes me uneasy. She speaks so kindly of you, but the look in her eye and that body... it's wrong.
Deception is Zash's stock and trade. Don't believe a word she says.
I won't ever get used to the fear and suspicion among Sith. You claim to follow your passions, but what about friendship? The Jedi seek spiritual peace, and they watch out for each other. Master Ryan and Osera were more like parents to me than my own parents.
Yet you disobeyed them to follow me.
Every Jedi must find her own path. Mine was with you. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to start an argument. I'm still trying to figure things out.
I gotta run.
Is the Republic on to you?
Don't got time for questions. Someone from my Republic days has popped up. Someone I thought was dead. If I don't jump on this tip now, he might disappear again. I'll fill you in later. Alright, I said I'd give you an explanation when I got back. Here it is. We were chasing down a free trader on a tip in neutral space when an Imperial fleet jumped on our position. Blasted us to pieces. Guy who gave us the tip, an SIS agent. That's spy to the Empire. Named Harmon Reich.
Why would a Republic agent tip off an Imperial fleet?
I hear lots of Republic boys are playing both sides. It's not just the Sith who have powers of persuasion. Could have just been bad intel, except Reich disappeared the same day. One of my old underworld contacts traced one of his safe houses, but Reich slipped away before I could get to him. I can understand not wanting to fight somebody else's war. I skipped out myself, but Reich owes me an explanation.
What if the explanation is that he betrayed you and your men and sent you to die?
He better have a good reason why.
It's quick thinking, buying off Lord Cineratus. You'll be pleased to know the hedonist has already gambled it all away. Man served me well for 13 years until you bought him. Playing on a fellow Sith's pleasures. Clever move.
The sooner we get this done, the better.
Talk makes you impatient. You are young and proud. No doubt all you see is a withered old man waiting to be crushed and succeeded. Roland?
Yes, Master.
The apprentice of a disobedient Sith must die. Let us do our solemn duty. This time, I will be sure to dispose of your corpse personally.
I've learned a few tricks since we last met.
I must stop this nonsense now.
Don't let him talk to you like that. He's a treacherous snake. Cut out his fangs.
Careful now. Don't lose control.
I warned you my ritual was dangerous. I warned you it was not for the weak, but you drank the poison.
What have you done, you fool? You can't handle that kind of power.
What just happened? Where's Thanaton?
You're dying, little snake. Don't struggle. It'll only prolong the agony.
One thing I forgot to mention about the Force binding. You should never, ever bind more than one ghost at a time. Or else, well, you'll see.
Whoever you are, be quiet. I need to think.
He wants to think. He should have thought before he grasped for power beyond his abilities.
We had no choice but to serve you before, but now we can finally have some fun.
Sith. Back in the land of the living. Easy now.
You overextended yourself. The ghost's power was too much for your body to adapt to so quickly. And that's not to mention the little chats you've been having in your sleep. Let me guess, the ghosts?
They won't be quiet. How did you know?
I know a thing or two about voices invading one's thoughts.
Whatever the cause, you look dire. And Thanaton will take advantage unless we find a cure quickly.
Give me some time to do some research. Ashara, I'll need your help. Holocrons are impossible these days. Makes no sense. Darth Zash produced over 3,000 volumes, writings and holocrons. Makes a one-line notation. I'm hearing voices, must find cure. Then nothing. In 3,000 volumes, not a single other mention of the subject.
Do you think Thanaton could have tampered with your resources?
These are common diaries, not Sith secrets. There's no reason anyone would... No, you're right. Why didn't I see this before? Volume 2397, line 232. Killed by 4th apprentice today. Caught him spying. Seamline, volume 2455. Killed by 4th apprentice today. Caught him spying. The entire volume is a duplicate.
What happened to the other volume?
Thanaton must have grasped what was going on when he confronted you and ordered the volumes switched. Let's hope he didn't destroy them. He keeps a private, heavily guarded library under Drummond Kaas. I'm not supposed to know about it, but for various reasons I do. I'm guessing Darth Vyles's missing volume and another by Darth Aratus are there. Both could be imperative to your survival.
What's the emergency, droid?
This is Darth Malgus of the Expeditionary Fleet. I bring greetings from the Viragi sector. You are the Lord who inherited Tulak Horde's secrets. Now I ask you to lend that power to the Emperor's cause, as we begin the march to war.
Not many Sith claim to know the Emperor's will.
This is an exceptional circumstance, as you will come to understand. For 3 centuries, our Emperor has held a Jedi Master prisoner, prolonging his life and his torment. The Jedi Master possessed a secret, the location of the Foundry, an ancient space station of untold power. Both the Jedi and his Foundry concern us today.
What do we know about the Jedi Master and this space station?
Each could dominate worlds. The details are not your immediate concern. The Emperor sought to pry the Foundry's location from the Jedi's mind, but for centuries he resisted. So the Emperor has set him free. Predictably, the Jedi Master fled to his Foundry, and brought the Republic Armada with him. He has led us to our prize, if we have the courage to claim it.
The Emperor had 300 years to break this man, and he never succumbed.
So it seems. A fleet of 30 Terminus-class destroyers is gathering. You may meet with Moff Vanir aboard the flagship, where he is coordinating the attack. We will capture the Foundry, and slay this Jedi at last, and all the Empire will roar in triumph.
The Red Shrike to hold position until they're patched. They're not doing us any good.
Yes, sir.
And get those engineers a shuttle.
Moff Vanir. Darth Malgus sent me.
My lord, it's an honor to commit myself and my fleet to your cause. The Sith shall lead us to glory in the Emperor's name.
Most men in your position aren't eager to work with me.
I'm proud of earning my position, but a great Moff must be selfless. We live and die for the Sith. Tell Darth Malgus we're ready.
This is Darth Malgus to the Imperial Strike Force. The Emperor's prisoner, the escaped Jedi Master, has unwittingly led us to the Nantri system. That is the location of the Foundry, an ancient alien space station embedded inside an asteroid.
The full capabilities of the Foundry remain a mystery, but the Jedi Master who discovered it will do anything to protect it. The Republic fleet is already on guard.
You said the space station is of alien design.
Yes. Built by a species that once ruled the galaxy, whose technologies make our own look primitive. Our Jedi Master knew their secrets well.
We are en route to intercept a Republic cruiser carrying supplies and reinforcements to the Foundry. We will immobilize the cruiser with a tractor beam. You shall lead the boarding party. Once the cruiser is captured, you can use it to slip past the Republic defenses and infiltrate the Foundry itself.
The Treaty of Coruscant still holds. There's not supposed to be direct war against the Republic.
The treaty is crumbling day by day. This is more important, but do not underestimate the enemy.
We're in range of the Republic cruiser, attempting to lock tractor beams.
We have them.
Get to the airlock and take that ship. It's the only way we can reach the Foundry.
This is Captain Yelto to the Imperial boarding party. I admit, you have us outnumbered and outgunned. You know we're not going to escape.
You're awfully confident for a woman who knows she's beaten.
This vessel is powered by a Type 4 hypermatter annihilator. Right now, I'm disabling the safeties and rigging it to self-destruct. In a few minutes, you, me, my ship, and half your fleet will be reduced to stardust.
There's no need to kill yourself. We can work something out.
I'm afraid we can't. Yelto out.
Area is secure. Get the tech team. Shut down the self-destruct.
Blast you. All of you, get off my bridge! Is this some great victory to you? Using a fleet to capture one ship?
You, soldier, make her silent.
On it. What about the rest of the crew? Should I tell the boarding parties to begin executions?
Murder serves no purpose here. Tell the men to treat the captives fairly.
I'll call for a prisoner transport.
Success on all fronts.
We'll march the prisoners through Kaas City and show them the Empire's glory. In turn, they will tell the galaxy. More importantly, the cruiser is ours. Preparing it for the assault on the Foundry and its Jedi Master now.
Any more information on the enemy defenses?
We're pulling that data from the cruiser computers. In the meantime, I offer congratulations and suggest you return to the flagship. Darth Malgus wants to speak to his strike force.
Moff Veneer, you said Malgus wanted to talk.
Yes, while we're refitting the Republic cruiser.
You have done well, all of you. Had we such strength in the last war, the Treaty of Coruscant might not have been needed.
We're honored, my lord.
But now, a greater challenge awaits. I have studied the information from the Republic vessel, and I am now certain of the Foundry's nature.
How did you discover this?
I know the history of war, and 3 times, space stations matching the Foundry specifications have changed the course of nations. Each of these legendary stations could manufacture technology on a massive scale. One xenoformed planets, another built fleets of ships.
The Star Forges?
The Foundry creates endless armies of droids, commanded by the Foundry's Jedi Master, a man very likely mad after his long imprisonment.
If this man controls the Foundry's armies, we need to know how he thinks.
At his prime, he was a powerful warrior, a general and a skilled tactician. A legend to some. Now, I cannot say. Moff Veneer, you may proceed.
The Foundry is built into an asteroid surrounded by the Republic fleet. The cruiser we captured should pass their blockade without interference. You will fly the cruiser directly to the Foundry and lead the ground assault, while our ships jump from hyperspace to engage the fleet.
The Foundry will be ours, and you will eliminate the Jedi Master.
Is there a reason you can't do this?
Much as I would like to handle this personally, other matters require my attention.
It isn't just the Foundry we fight for. We fight to prove to the galaxy that the Empire is unstoppable. Glory to the Sith and to the Emperor.
Set course for the Foundry.
Yes, my lord. Laying in course. Any words to the crew before the assault?
Those who do my bidding will win the favor of the Sith. That is all you need to know.
Course set. Engaging hyperdrive. Transmitting authorization codes to the Republic fleet. They're allowing us to pass the blockade. Approaching the Foundry. Receiving transmission.
This is landing control to Republic Cruiser Doran Sky. You're 6 hours off schedule. Is there a problem?
We had to adjust course to avoid an Imperial patrol. Nothing to be concerned about.
Understood. You have permission to dock. You can wait aboard the ship while we run the final security checks.
We're docked. Estimate 2 minutes until our fleet arrives and the battle begins. If I may be so bold, I suggest you take the offensive.
Stop. It's time we talked. I am the master of the Foundry. Once the Emperor's prisoner, now the man you've come to destroy.
You have my complete, undivided attention.
300 years ago, I found your empire in the stars and stood against the Emperor himself. I was betrayed, defeated.
I paid the price as the Emperor ravaged my mind over centuries. But I gave him nothing. I am proof that the dark side can be resisted.
Not every Sith gives in to temptation. I know the resolve of the light.
Then you understand what I'm doing here. I've seen the Emperor's corruption. He and everything he's built must be destroyed, or the galaxy will suffer forever. You don't need to die with him. Surrender and you can wait out this war as a comfortable prisoner.
Talk to me. We can work for peace together.
I've been betrayed one time too many. You leave me no choice but to turn the Foundry against you. These machines are extermination droids. My infinite army. Farewell.
Assessment. You have been exceedingly sporting during our hunt. I am HK-47, the Master's most faithful ally. Once a mere assassin droid, it is now my burden and joy to command the Foundry's mechanical armies.
I didn't think Jedi believed in assassination, or built droids to do their dirty work.
Commentary. I am often pleasantly surprised by my Master's moral compass. The extermination droids are my Master's crowning achievement. They are equipped with bioscanners capable of detecting Sith genetic material. Any organics with Sith ancestry will be slaughtered. This includes 97.8% of the Imperial population.
The Foundry belongs to the Empire. Your droids won't get far.
Commentary. As much as I'm looking forward to butchering our enemies planet by planet, I have missed the personal touch. Your bones will make excellent trophies to commemorate my return to assassination. Prejudice set to maximum.
That HK unit you destroyed, he waited loyally for 300 years. I can rebuild it, but it won't be the same. Can't you see you're on the wrong side? The Emperor is death. For you, for me, for the galaxy.
Listen to yourself. If you use the Foundry to exterminate billions, how are you any better?
I'm doing this to save lives, not for glory. I will mourn for the dead and do what I must. As a young Jedi, I went to war. I accepted violence and darkness, and the Emperor called to me from across the galaxy. He made me a Sith Lord and named me Darth Revan. I killed for him. I turned on the Republic. But I have found redemption.
300 years ago, the Republic didn't know the Empire existed. How did you get the attention of the Emperor?
I discovered hints of your empire on dead lost worlds, Korriban and Malachor. The Emperor felt it, and he summoned me. I nearly destroyed the Republic, and that nearly destroyed me. When the Jedi returned me to the light, my memory was shattered. It took me years to track and confront the Emperor again. I tried to end him, and he murdered my companions and locked me away.
For 3 centuries you've been steeping in hate. Now that you're free.
All those years in his prison, I could feel him in my mind, drawing on my connection to the Force. But I was in his mind too, fighting him. Only I've been both Jedi and Sith, and found clarity in the Force. Only I understand him, and his death is my responsibility.
You think you're the only Jedi who's ever fallen. You're one of thousands, Revan. And you're more deluded than most.
Think what you want. It doesn't matter. I've saved the Republic twice before. I've fought Mandalores and armies of the dark side. You won't stop me.
Station control to the Imperial fleet. The Foundry is ours.
Fantastic news, my lord. We lost good men in the fleet battle, but we're mopping up the last of the Republic ships now. I assume the Jedi Master has also been eliminated?
The Jedi will never be a problem again.
Almost a pity to see him go. I think we learned a great deal, testing ourselves against him. As soon as we're secure, Darth Malgus wants you back on the flagship. There's still much to discuss. Fenrir, out.
Battle is won, my lord. The Foundry is ours.
And it shall be a fine weapon, once wielded properly. This is how the Empire will prevail, not only through superior armament, but through superior individuals. No other Sith could have struck such a blow or defeated the heretic Revan.
You could have told me who the Foundry's master really was.
Revan has followers within the Empire, and the secret had to be kept. I apologize if you feel ill-used.
3 centuries ago, Revan was strong in the dark side. A fallen Jedi the Emperor took an interest in. But he rebelled and had to suffer. Now his story is ended.
He would have destroyed the Empire given a chance.
Our teams are going over the Foundry. It'll take some work, but everything should be salvageable. Even the HK unit if we bother.
It may have useful memories, and it could be upgraded. Regardless, we have a new army, and a victory for the ages. One to prove no would-be Sith or Jedi Master is a match for the Empire.
Celebrations have begun on Dromund Kaas, and soon the cheers of the people will become a battle cry as the true war begins.
We've hurt the Republic. It doesn't need to go any further.
So long as one world resists, the Empire is not complete. Enjoy the fruits of your success. With your help, the galaxy will become a much different place.